Well, good evening. Welcome to the Resistance again. I'm Jamie McNichol, your host, and joining me is Damien Mallard. This is night three of Minneapolis under fire. Just to break down the breaking news, the rioters have taken control over the police station. They've set that alight. Multiple buildings have been burnt, more, not from last night, but more buildings have been burnt. The National Guard has been called in for more developed soldiers. They're going to be stationed somewhere. They're not giving out the information. Thousands of people are still on the ground doing the loader and causing havoc. We're going to share screen the live footage, but before I do that, welcome Damon. How you going, man?
Doing great, man. Just long days these days.
Yeah, man. And what do you make out of this, man?
It's all, as we've been saying all along, it's all an agenda. So they brought this upon themselves,
Yeah,
but it's also part of the scheme, you know,
it is.
because now they have the military involved. So
Yeah. And what's your opinion of the people taking control of the police station now?
I think that's, on one hand, I think it's great. On the other hand, who pays for that shit? We do. So they
Yeah.
just burn the fucking police station down, and we have to pay for that.
We'll say
That's how I.
what happened a couple of hours ago. The the protest, well, the the rioters have pushed back the police. They actually stormed into the police station. Thousands of bullets were fired. The police backed off, and the rioters just took control, started to smash up a few more of the equipment and set the building on fire. Across the road, which was the liquor store, as a matter of fact, we know that's been vandalized since day one, but that is now on fire. Behind that, the next door is a tobacco shop that's on fire, but there's other multiple buildings on fire that haven't been touched for the last 3 days. Tonight, they set that alight. And as a matter of fact, one of the persons that was on the live stream said, it's not going to be hard for us to burn anything. It's going to be an easy thing. They're just going to continue to burn shit to the ground till the National Guard does come in. Now, the problem that we're going to face here, Damien, is when the National Guard does come in, they're going to shoot. No
Yeah,
if, no,
absolutely. They fucking will.
yeah,
Absolutely.
no if, no buts, no babies. And
And
Trump
that
did
is
set.
the beginning of martial law.
Yep. Well, Donald Trump did send out a tweet earlier saying, if you're going to riot, we're going to shoot. So the military has been called in. They are going to be stationed somewhere. They're not giving out that information. Now, there is a little bit of information that because the police has now backed off, they've taken off their uniform and they're walking around the crowd as plainclothes people, right? So we are going to go onto this live stream and we're going to do our commentary, Damien. And last night was an awesome thing. I did the show after the broadcast. We're on Revolution Radio last night. I went on live and we got over 260 views already. Could be approaching 300, but this is just stuff that needs to be shown to the people, right? Now, we're not making any money off this, so I know it's copyright material that we're using, but we've been given the privilege to share it. I've messaged a person. As long as we're not making any money for our we're not, we can use it. So, Damien, let's rock and roll. So I'm going to share screen and see what the live footage is all about now, man. Can you see the live footage, Shay? Damien?
No, I'm not looking at that. I'm actually in another program right now too.
That's okay. Let me check it. I'll go on my phone.
Joys of having an 8-core phone.
That's okay. I'm on live. I'm on my phone as well, so I'll go and check it, see if it's up there. Yep, it's going through perfectly. So I'll check that. So look at all the damage they've done. Oh, you can't see it, but if you can, when you can, you just see all the damage. You can just imagine.
Oh, I've seen all the damage they did. It's insane.
Yeah.
And there's a car burning right now.
Yeah. Well, see, most of these are young kids, right? And it's Minneapolis got a high unemployment rate at the moment. But let's take our focus off that unemployment thing for a second. This has been escalating for freaking years, right? And I can understand the frustration and the anger that these people have because they've been shit on for years and years and years. But the morale of all, is this the freaking answer to get the message out? Maybe for them it is, but from us looking on the outside looking in, because we're not in Minneapolis, is this the fucking answer? Because people will get fucking shot out of this. And people have already been shot with tear gas and mortar and rubber bullets. But when you get live ammunition involved, which is coming, folks, it is fucking coming, it's just a fucking solution. They're escalating this so the fucking military can get involved. They keep saying that we built this fucking city, we're going to burn it down. You can build buildings, you can rebuild the building, but you can't rebuild a life. Okay.
Right.
But is this...
And that's the whole point that they're trying to make.
Yeah.
And these people aren't in jail. They just got fired. They're not in fucking jail.
Well, they'll
put them in jail and everything will stop.
Well, see, that's the thing. These people want their officers in jail, but there was the governor of Minneapolis said that they're not going to do anything because I don't think there's enough evidence to pursue a charge of murder.
I definitely think there's enough evidence.
Pardon?
I definitely think there's enough evidence to charge them with murder.
Yeah, there is.
Absolutely, 100%.
The video's been going out all around the world now. Many millions of people.
There's no evidence to show that it wasn't murder. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's the thing. And millions of people around the world have already seen the video now, and people are upset about it. And millions of people around the world have been saying these riots that's been happening the last 3 days. But the question's still got to be asked: is this the freaking solution for it, though? I understand taking your anger and your frustration out to the police, but burning shit down like businesses that probably can't have a fucking job after the lockdowns are lifted. I mean, what's going to happen now? This is where we're going to try to make a bit more level-headed, because Damien and I are level-headed in this, right? We see it from all angles. Yes, you can go out and protest and do all that shit, but when it comes to personal business and places of work and probably worship, if you go to church and they're getting destroyed, is this the fucking answer? I mean, I'm saying it's not. It's just going to make matters worse. But for the people in Minneapolis, maybe this is the only thing, because they've been shit on for so many freaking years and they just had enough. Maybe this is their way to get the message out, but it's at the right message. Right. It's no longer about George Floyd anymore, right? It's not. That has fucking long gone now. Once they start burning shit, it's not about George Floyd anymore. This is gone a whole different direction now. And it's a matter of the fact, the head person in the police, the head chief, he used to be a white supremacist, and he used to be a president of a motorcycle gang. So you can just see where all this is going, folks. So,
right.
You know, and we'll continue to do this because...
And it's not only happening in Minneapolis, it's also happening in other places now, too.
Well, this is going to be fucking spread out fucking multiple states. This is the start.
America likes doing that.
Yeah, this is the start, right? Okay, they started the Black Lives Matter movement again, right? We saw it in the last presidential year when Hillary Clinton was going up against Donald Trump. We saw it back then. 4 years ago, we saw it happen, right? But this is going to be far much wider than what it happened before. Like in LA yesterday, protesters got ran over by a police car. Here in Minneapolis, a guy got arrested, forced on the ground. Guy kneed his knee into in George Floyd's neck. His other boys, workmate just fucking stood there, didn't thing. But hey, is the media? This is what I want to ask you, Damien. Is the media part of the problem of this? The way that they popularize this to get the narrative out? Like we know
absolutely.
that.
Yes,
we know,
absolutely.
Yeah, we know that George Floyd got killed, right? That's no if, no buts, no maybes. But the narrative behind it from the mainstream media has popularized this in such a way because, as we know, there's always an agenda, and this is just escalated to a situation what we're currently seeing. Now, we are going to continue doing this commentary because if the fucking, like I'm hearing, Damien, I don't know if you heard it, but the fucking National Guard is on their way right now. Now that the police station's on fire and whatnot, the National Guard's on their way. Last night, however, the National Guard was there. The National Guard was at the police station, right? Where are they now? They're obviously situated somewhere in this district and they're not telling anyone. So are they going to wait for a situation and then boom, get them? Or are they going to wait?
Sure. Absolutely. That's the pretty much the general idea. Yeah.
And how many of these people got fucking weapons with them? I saw one guy earlier, Damon, had a 9mm in his hand. But how many of these rioters got weapons? This is the thing, man. This is the thing. If the military gets involved and they start shooting live bullets, these are the fucking people that they're gonna die. They're gonna die.
Yep.
You know? I mean, in all honesty,
it's because we want justice. That's why. I
don't
agree. Like I said before, I don't agree with the looting and the fires and all that bullshit. I don't agree with that.
No.
Now the police station, that's a different story. Y'all you took over the police station and burned the motherfucker down. More power to you.
Yeah. But when but it'll be like in your situation, Dan, because you work in a grocery store. If they fucking burnt your grocery store, you're gonna be fucking pissed off because there goes your place of work, yeah?
Say what now?
It's like if these rioters went to your store, smashed everything up and burnt it to the ground, you'll be out of a fucking job and you'll be pissed off about it, won't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
But I understand. They're looking for justice. I understand that. And Damien, you understand this too. Yes, they're looking for justice. But it's been shifted to a different direction now. It's not about the guy getting murdered by the fucking cops. It's not about him anymore. This is shifted to a whole different direction. And maybe, and this is what I said before, with all these fucking years gone by that they've been spat on, they've been fucking, demonetized, and you know where I'm going with this, Damien. All this anger and resentment has escalated, and now they say, just fuck it, we're going to burn everything down to the ground, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, hey.
Because obviously before the message not getting through. Well, the message getting through now. The message is finally getting through. And sometimes you got to do radical shit to get your message through. But it's not okay. I'm not.
That's right. I
don't
agree. I totally agree. That's why I said, you know what? You took over the police station and you burned it down. And for you to get into the police station and take it over, that's a feat, bro. Especially when they have as many cops as they have there. So, fucking right on. That's what I say. Right on.
Yeah. So we're going to continue.
Take your foot out of your mouth. Put the guys in jail. Do your job and fucking put the guys in jail. You're police officers. Fucking arrest them.
That's a shame.
Don't just fire them. Arrest them. They murdered somebody. And the other three that were standing around watching the motherfucker do it, they're accessories to murder. And that's the whole point.
Yeah, they're just as guilty as the guy that's doing the freaking act himself.
Yes, they are. And the people that were standing around filming it, they're just as fucking guilty too, because they could have run up on him and fucking kicked him off, but they didn't.
All right. So we're going to continue to do this. I mean, if you need to drop out any time, Damien, just let me know and I'll continue. But the thing is, the National Guard is coming, right? Where were they? My thing is, Damien, the National Guard was there last night. They were surrounding the building. They had 6 snipers on the top of the police station last night. They were there. Now, they're obviously stationed somewhere in this fucking district, but no one knows where. There's no information. And they are setting up. You know how they set up their like their control center or their base, so to speak. They're going to set up their base and then boom, attack. So what we're seeing right now, maybe they just start to set up their base. They're going to set up their base and eventually move in. Now, some of these rioters here are saying we're not going to bow down. This is not the end of it. Well, we're going to see once the military gets involved, see how far they last, because I'm not looking forward to this, Damien. I know what the bloodbath is going to happen. I'm not looking forward to it, man.
You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Exactly.
Right. And where are these people going to hide? They're burning shit down. There's no fucking shelter for them to protect themselves. Where are they going to hide? Once the National Guard comes,
right? Exactly.
Once the National Guard comes, where are they going to protect themselves? Everything's fucking burnt now, right? And what isn't burnt, they're going to fucking burn. And this is just going to the extreme. Now, there's already a racial divide in America, and this is just going to separate it even further. But in Minnesota, the people are getting together, right? As you can tell, if you're looking on the screen, people are gathering together, right? From all race, color, creed as well. And yet, we all bleed the same color, right?
Yep.
But unfortunately, this does not look good. And here they go. They're trying to take down a bus stop again. They're shaking the shit out of it, and they're just going to use more fuel for the fire. So they're trying to They're trying to tear down this bus stop that's at the front of a building fire. They're just going to put more fuel in the fire, basically.
They're stupid. That's what they're just stupid. Those people are stupid.
They're just going to destroy everything. Now,
that's what, you know what, I hate to say it, but that's what Black Lives Matter is all about, just destroying shit.
Yeah. Now,
that's why they weren't allowed to come to my fucking city, because all they do is destroy shit, and we don't fucking want our shit destroyed.
Well, Damien, that's a question I want to ask. Remember what happened at Ferguson a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I sure do.
And whatnot.
I rode there. I rode right through there during the riots.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the other one that happened in Charlesville as well. In Charleston?
No, man, they didn't. No, nothing like that has happened here.
No.
Because we won't allow that.
No. But this is far greater than the Ferguson one. Would you agree? This one has taken over.
Yeah, I'd say this is a step beyond Ferguson because they didn't burn the police station down in Ferguson.
All right. And as you can see, there's still thousands of people on the ground. We're just watching Unicorn Riot. We're doing our own commentary. We don't want to put their commentary on because it's always the same agenda and it's the same narrative. And I don't personally agree with the narrative that this guy's doing. Yeah, he's doing a great job. He's reporting the news on the ground, but the narrative behind it, man, it's just bullshit, right? You know. So I suppose, hey, we need to know what's going on the ground, but when you have a certain narrative behind it, that's where you start to divide people. And this ain't a cause anymore, right? They're all saying we're doing it for a cause. Well, what is the cause? You're destroying shit and you're burning shit down. Yeah, the cause here, you know what the end result is, guys? The military's getting involved and innocent lives are going to be shot. How are they going to protect themselves? No one's got a fucking armed weapon with them to shoot back.
Right, exactly.
No, we're live, easy.
So there's no protecting yourself.
Easy, we are live. It's not a recap. This is night 3. This is what's actually happening right now in Minneapolis. Just a breakdown. More buildings are currently on fire. The rioters have taken control of the police station. The police station is on fire. The military has been called in. Donald Trump has said that if you go into riot like this, prepare to be shot. And look at this. They're taking down the traffic light. They're trying to take the traffic light out of the ground. They're just ripping it out of the ground.
It's so ridiculous what these people are doing. It's ridiculous.
They're just trying to get more fuel for the fire. Yep, look at this. There goes your traffic light, guys. No more traffic light. You see that, Damien? We're not watching it. Oh, well. But yeah, this is just stupidity. They just literally pushed it and ripped it out of the ground. Why are you kicking it? Or you're breaking it? They're trying to break it for more weapons. They're just destroying it now. They're smashing it over, smashing the lights out of it. It's already been broken. It's on the ground.
Yeah. Still got electricity running through it. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I hope somebody fucking
look. Now they're dragging.
I hope somebody kills themselves, shocking themselves to death with the fucking wire.
Check this guy out. He's on a moving hoverboard trying to drag the fucking traffic light.
Yeah, he's stupid.
They're just trying to get some more.
You know how heavy those? Do you know how fucking heavy those things are?
Yeah, man. I'm laughing with the stupidity. I'm not laughing with these guys. I'm laughing at them. They're a bunch of freaking scums. They are scum.
Idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they are.
Prepared, man. We know what the end result of this is going to be. It's not going to be pretty. It is not going to be pretty. Yeah.
So basically, all the big cities in Minnesota are doing this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And I am
it's
hearing
not
they
just
are.
Minneapolis.
Well, see, I am hearing from this riot, they actually are starting to go out into the suburbs to destroy people's homes and whatnot, and that is not right. That is not okay.
No, it's not. It's complete nonsense.
Right? I don't care what the
Complete
message.
nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I don't care what the message is now for burning the shit. You just don't burn other people's fucking shit.
Right. Exactly.
Because you're not bringing the people together. You're fucking separating them even further. And then there'll be more tension escalated. I mean, I can understand the start of all this nonsense, right? The movement for this, like the grieving for George Floyd and all that. But like I said, they shifted that in a whole different direction by nightfall on night one. By nightfall on night one, that whole narrative and protest got completely shifted. And here's the problem. The local police lost control from the get-go. No one controlled the situation. Even the protesters, they did not control it, right? Because there was a certain group in that protest that just went out their own way and started this shit, right? Vandalizing. First round was vandalizing and smashing it up. Second round was starting to set the buildings on fire. Third round, which is currently right now, is take control of the freaking police station and burn that down and burn other buildings down. Right? So the whole thing got completely shifted to a completely different direction. And now we are waiting for the National Guard to rock up. So, good luck, people.
Pretty much. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
It's horrible. It's insane. Really, it's insane.
And I'll say it again for those that are just joining in. Where are these people going to run and hide now for protection once the National Guard rocks up? They're burning shit down. Where are they going to run and hide for protection? Most of these people, if not all of these people, don't have a fucking armed weapon to shoot back. You can't throw fucking bricks and whatnot at them. They're just going to shoot you. So most of these people are like
Right.
Most of these people are like ducks on a pond, waiting to be shot. Now, I'm not saying that I want bloodshed here. Damien and I are saying we don't want bloodshed here. But that's what the end result's going to be. We've seen Damien and I
Absolutely.
have seen. Damien and I have
they
seen.
asked for it. They damn well asked for it. So, I mean, as much as I believe in some of the stuff that they're doing, I don't believe in I don't believe in a lot of what they're doing.
Yeah. And Damien and I have seen this situation unfold before, right? We've seen this. But there may be martial law in Minneapolis tonight, man. Or it's early hours in the morning over there now. So, yeah, possibly martial law, military martial law in Minneapolis. They wanted it. They got it.
Right. Exactly.
And it ain't going to be pretty.
You wanted a reaction. You got a reaction.
Well, that's the thing I said last night, Damien. Right? Is this the reaction that they wanted? Well, obviously, because they're burning shit down, destroying everything, and taking control of the city. Now, here's the thing. Yes, the people and the citizens bought this town, right? They paid their taxes, and the buildings have been bought out of it. The roads have been laid and whatnot, right? I understand that. But when it escalates to this situation, That's when everything starts to get a bit fucked up. Because who's going to bring these lives back? Not worried about George Floyd, because you're not going to bring his life back. But what about all these people that can't really doing this shit? Who is going to bring them life back once they fucking find out who's the law? Right?
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong, people that currently listen. I'm all for protesting. I'm all for it. But there is a certain freaking element where you get certain groups infiltrating this shit to cause a civil unrest to make the whole situation look fucking bad. Right?
Right. Right.
They say the narrative from day one, they're never going to stop till they find justice. Well, is this finding justice? They obviously got the message out, right? That's what they did. They got the message out, done to destroy buildings and send them on fire. Right, you got the message out, right? My philosophy is you play with fire, you are going to get burnt.
Right.
And my heart right now, because I love humanity, I feel sorry for these because they're not educated well enough. And that's the problem. They are not educated. They've been sitting at home during this pandemic. I understand that. They've been sitting at home.
So is everybody else. That doesn't give them the right to
exactly.
Be
stupid. So is everybody else. But their mother, their father might not have their daughter or son coming home tomorrow. Right? So they're just, I don't know if they're just burning rubber, but it's pretty smoky there at the moment. But
yeah, that's what fire does.
Yeah, I know it is. But I thought someone was burning rubber from the car. And I'm saying, where are you going to buy your freaking tires from, man? You just burnt down Autobahn last night. Autobahn's gone. So where are you going to buy? Where are you going to buy new tires from? You're going to burn and do burnouts in your car. Where are you going to buy your new tires from? You just burnt down fucking Autobahn. They don't think. Right. The education in these people is completely fucking gone.
Yep.
And, I mean, I really just hope they just go home. Just fucking go home. But they won't. They won't. Because some of these people will not be fucking... Their mothers, their fathers, their families, their wives, their girlfriends, or their husbands might not fucking see them by fucking Friday. That's a sad part about this. You know? It's what I'm currently seeing, Damien. It's like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah?
Yep.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. What about if their grandmother, who's a diabetic, and she needs insulin, but she can't get that now because they burnt the fucking thing down to the ground? They burnt the fucking drugstore. What I mean if someone had they're a single parent and they're looking after the newborn and they need to get diapers and food for their baby. Well, they can't now because they fucking burnt the shit down. Right? There's no food. They might have to travel certain hundreds of miles from where they are to get to where another shop. But most of these people don't have transport. They don't have a car. They're not as blessed as somebody else.
Right.
And this situation is just going to be more tensified. They just... In my honest opinion, Damien, I want your commentary on this. Do you really think some of this is out of fucking boredom. They're just fucking bored, or they just want something to do.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, absolutely. Because all of this is ridiculous, honestly.
It is.
It absolutely is.
It is. It just goes to show you that people go out of their certain way. And like you mentioned before, Damien, when there's an action, there's a reaction. But after the reaction, here's the third part. There's a chain reaction. It's like a domino. It's like a domino effect. It's like a domino
and
effect.
it's already happening.
Yep.
It's already happening.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they can smoke weed and that. Like, you want to hear a funny story that I saw earlier this morning in the day on this one, Damien? You know how they've been looting and smashing stuff up? Well, they went into the liquor store before they burnt it down, right? It's currently on fire right now. I don't know how much freaking liquor they still got, but anyway, in that Target,
They probably don't have much, man, if I have to guess.
Not now, but this is earlier. Across the road from the police station is Target, and they've got a massive 10-block freaking car park. There's one guy there. He is in an alcoholic coma. He's in an alcoholic coma.
Right.
They tried to wake him up. He woke up. Then he tried to walk. Man, this guy has been... he doesn't look well. Let me put it that way. It looks like he's having a party on his own, watching the stuff being burnt and whatnot. But, yeah, he doesn't look well.
Yeah.
Right. But we're currently watching Unicorn Riot doing the live stream. We're doing our own commentaries and whatnot. But this is escalating a little bit further. The National Guard has been called in. As a matter of fact, they're somewhere in the district. They're setting up their command center or the base, so to speak. And then once they get their base organized, then they're going to move in. They're just waiting for the call. Once they get the base set up, and boom, they come. The only thing that I can't understand, Damon, I want your opinion. They were there last night. Why aren't they there now?
Can't tell you that, man. I don't live there. And I don't get on social. I don't get on social media. Like I don't get on Facebook or anything like that. But YouTube is my own shit.
I'm not talking about social media, man. I've been paying attention to this. I'm just trying to figure out if the National Guard was there last night, controlling the situation at the police station. Why weren't they? Where are they now?
Right.
Right.
Where are they?
Because the situation at the police station a couple of hours ago, the rioters here took control of the police station. They actually pushed the local police back into the cop shop because there was a barricade at the front. Right. They actually pushed them back in. Thousands of rounds were shot of rubber bullets or whatnot. And they stormed in, trashed the place even more from what they previously done, and set it on fire. There's no police at the station anymore. The rioters had took control of that. Now, would have happened if the National Guard was still there? I don't think so. And that's why.
No, probably not. Like I said, there's directives, and they're all for a reason.
Well, that's a thing too that we should point, Damien. Who is giving them the order?
Right.
Who's giving them the order to say, hey, no, we want you here, we want you there? Because they could, this is the thing, from night one, I asked a question, I'm asking, this is night 3. I asked a question at night 1. Who's in control in this? No one's in control. Like the police, whoever is the sheriff or the county sheriff or even the governor or the mayor of the town, who's in control of all this? Are they allowing this shit to happen before it gets to a certain point and go, oh, I think we better move in now? You should have moved in fucking night 1. You should have moved in night 1, not waiting for all this shit to fucking escalate. And we're just currently seeing that just some of these looters are going into a building and they're setting this new building on fire. They're trying to find any other building that they haven't touched yet in a fire to burn it down. So they're burning fucking anything they can now. So there's nothing left in that fucking building. They've taken everything out of it, right? But you see graffiti like fuck the police and fuck 12 and ACAB, which stands for all cops are bastards, right? There's graffiti fucking everywhere. But what they're doing now is they're burning these buildings. They're setting them on fire and just let it burn. There's no firefighters personnel on the ground because last night, Damien, this is the funny story. One of the firefighters that wanted to go in to take the fire out, he said, I can't get in there unless they stop throwing shit at me. And it wasn't the rioters that were throwing shit at them. It was the fucking police firing those fucking mortars and rubber bullets. He just turned around and said to the cop, will you stop fucking throwing shit at them so we can put this fire out? Otherwise, I'm not fucking...
Exactly.
I'm not fucking doing it. Now, there's no fire personnel in the area. They're just letting this burn down to the ground. Now, who's, like I said, who's the one that's giving out the order here? They've lost control. Now that the National Guard is setting up base somewhere, you know, can you only imagine if Hillary Clinton was fucking president in this?
Right.
We can only speculate, but let's just look outside the box. If she would have won the presidential election back in 2016 and this shit happened, imagine what will happen then. I'd like to play devil advocate for that one, would you? Yeah. Fuck the police, yeah. NWA, yeah. I get it. Black Lives Matter, yeah, I get it. We the people, yeah. Well, we the problem? Huh? That doesn't make sense. We the problem?
Right.
That does not make sense. Make them pay. Yeah, they're making who pay? The police and the government, yeah. Minneapolis police started this anarchy. This anarchy territory.
Yep. That's what it is. Anarchy, man. That's what it is.
But that society is waking up. Well, they will be once the freaking National Guard gets there, man. Black lives aren't targets. Okay. Just reading this graffiti that's on this wall. You can you can muscle us, but you can't silence us. Well, if they take your life, if they shoot you, you're silent, aren't you? You're not going to be coming back from speaking.
Right.
ACAB stands for all cops are bastards. FTP stands fuck the police, if you don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's been around for a long time.
Yeah. I'm just saying to those people that don't know. Love without what? Love without tragedy? Yeah, okay. Fuck 12. Yeah. There's another one going around called fuck 13, but it's all different. Or fuck 14. There's a different, must be a different district.
Yeah, the third precinct is the one they burned down.
Yeah. When our turn comes, we will make no excuses for the terror. Okay. But will you make excuses for the bloodshed that's coming?
Right. Probably not. Or they will. They'll blame it on something, but not themselves.
Yeah, we just got a comment in here, Damien. It's a normal day for Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Well, this is it. Yeah, it is.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. It absolutely is.
Yep. It is. Now are they back at Target, are they? Yes, they are. This guy's back at Target. Now, whether Target goes up in flames or not, that's another thing. But looks like he's back at the front of Target, and that got smashed to smithereens since night one. Well, that looks like an SUV driving in the crowd, but no, it's one of them. It's one of the rioters. Trolley carts are destroyed. They're just using it for fuel for fire or whatever they can to do with it. Most of the time, they're using the shopping carts as a battering ram. Now, there is some smoke coming from the Target Center. Whether that is going to set a proper fire, we don't know. But they did say, these rioters did say, we're going to burn everything we can. So maybe Target is now... Well, it looks like they have set the fucking thing on fire. There's an orange light on the left screen. Yep. Yeah, it looks like they have set Target on fire, mate. So, all I've got to say is this fucking necessary? For them it is, but for the majority of the population, they're not agreeing with what's currently going on. They're not fucking agreeing with it. Because, like I said, the National Guard has been called in. They were there last night. Looked like they're running up some more troops. Someone's son, daughter, husband, wife, whatever, they ain't going home very shortly. They'll probably be put in a fucking body bag.
It's very possible.
All right, everything for everybody. We should.
Horrible.
See, Damien, remember, we're saying this.
What these people are doing is not reflective of America. Okay, it's not. That's not what we stand for.
No.
All right.
And that's why
fucking ridiculous.
And that's why you're not saying, and I have not seen this as well. That's why you're not saying any patriot military person on this ground doing, on their side, right?
Right.
There's no patriots involved.
They don't want to. They don't want to be affiliated with that because it's wrong.
I'm going to say it, and I said it since day one. Looking at this, this is a no shit, Damien. This is a fucking honeypot from the get go. If the Patriots rocked up right now, right? Well, they would have realized since night one. If we rocked up to this is a fucking setup. This is going to fucking destroy lives even further. Because look how young this guy is. He's on camera. Look how young they are. They probably don't have a proper direction in life. They probably haven't been properly educated. I'm just speculating here. But when you're in a little community like this, what do you expect? Yeah, we just
Minneapolis is a huge city.
Yeah,
That's not a little community. That is a huge fucking city.
Yep. So this is actually a fucking school. They are burning down a fucking school, Damien.
Yeah, see, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, this is beyond stupid.
Right. We got another message in the chat room, Damien.
And if the police aren't going to do anything and the military is not going to do anything, then people have to step up and fucking do something. All right? This is your city. This is your fucking city, and you're allowing people to fucking do this? Come the fuck on.
That's why the National Guard's been involved, mate.
Yeah, well, they're not doing anything.
Not yet. Like I said, they're setting up boats. They are going to do something. It's only a matter of when. Right?
Yeah, well, meanwhile, they're burning shit down.
Right.
When the shit is the army going to actually step in and fucking do something? And I say that with caution, but at the same time, look, I'll play devil's advocate here for a minute. All right? These people are fucking out of line. All right? And it's time for them to be put back in line.
All right? Yeah, that's exactly right.
On the norm, I would say the military needs to stay the fuck out of shit. All right? But this isn't the norm. And I honestly believe that if they've been told to take care of shit, then they should go in and fucking take care of shit. And yeah, you know what? Some people might fucking die, but the rest of them might get the fucking hint that they can't do that shit.
Exactly. And that's the thing. There's no control in any of this. Who is making the fucking decisions? Who is making the orders? Who is making the orders? If they allow it to continue to this, that just tells you right there, there is no fucking control in all of this to get these people back into order. Right? Law and order. They need fucking law and order here. But the people have these people in the society here that we're currently seeing have taken over. They're burning shit down. They're destroying other people's businesses who may not even go back to work now because they're fucking gone now, right? Who is making the decisions now? Who is making the calls? This could have been all fucking solved on night one. They could have fucking just came in and just said, no, we are the boss here. We'll listen to what you've got to say. But if you start damaging any of these fucking businesses, we're going to put law and order onto you. Because if that was you and I, Damien, we'd get fucking charged for that. We'd get arrested for breaking shit. Breaking and enter.
Right.
Breaking and enter.
Damn right.
So someone right now needs to put fucking control back into this. And I'd like to know who that fucking person is. Because this is
That's supposed to be the governor. It's the governor.
Yeah.
Yep. It's the governor. That's who it is.
Now
the governor makes the decision in the state.
Right. Well, we've got a comment from Jamin, KSA. PSYOP to condition the masses for military on the streets. Purpose squeak for the second and third COVID waves. Well, can you just...
That might be true too.
Well, that's the thing, Damien. When the National Guard gets involved, this whole thing's going to be fucking locked down even further. You can't...
That area might be.
Well, that's the thing, Damien. They are now spreading it out to the suburbs, out into the district, even further. Right? They started off from here. Now they're going out into the residential area.
Right. And they don't need to be in the residential areas. They need to be where the fuck all those people are looting and shit.
Right. You know what? They should just fucking surround them in a big fucking circle and just smother them and come in as a circle. But yeah, someone needs to fucking put control back in this place. There's no control. There's no control whatsoever. Another thing in the comment section, Damien. Problem, reaction, solution. Nothing will be done to stop this until the masses cry for government protection. Solution, military invention. Well, that's what it is, Damien, isn't it? They called for National Guard to get involved now. There's no control. The police, they've lost control. The people have taken over. These people have taken over. They smashed it and burnt it. Right? Last night, however, the National Guard was there protecting it with the state police. Not the Minneapolis police, the state police.
Right.
The National Guard was there last night protecting the police station. Who made the call for them to go away from that fucking building? Because if the National Guard was still at that police station, these people would not have taken it over. But they did.
Right.
So who made that decision? And
right.
there had been no controlling this whatsoever. It's been lost since day one. There's been no controlling this. The people are allowed to do the shit they would do. They went vandalizing everything, smashing up businesses and whatnot. Night 2, they set it on fire. Night 3, they took over the police station. But the thing is, last night, the National Guard was there. Now they've ramped it up even more. They're setting up bases somewhere in this district, right? But they should have fucking been there already. And some of these people may not even go home. That is the end game here. That's the end game. Part of me say they put it on themselves. But I was all for it when they were protesting at the start of this, on day 1. When they marched to the police station and protested, I was all for that. But once that got out of hand, the whole thing shifted to a different direction. It wasn't about George Floyd anymore. They wanted to take control back of the freaking town. Right? Because the long story goes that they've been going through this for far too fucking long. And now it's just the tipping point. This is the tipping point. With all the frustration and all the anger and all the murders and shit like that the police have done to them, this is the solution to it all. We're going to tear the shit down and we don't give a fuck what you are. There's no control. There's no control.
Right. Exactly. No control.
And unfortunately, people are going to fucking die out of this. We love you, man.
Yeah, they will. They sure will.
Agenda 2030 is the end game.
It's going to be fucking crazy, dude.
We need to get to 2030 first. We haven't gone past 2020 yet. We're not even, just hit halfway. We've only just hit halfway of 2020. Let's get over Agenda 21 first before we get to Agenda 30. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is happening. But you are right, Jamin. It is happening. Agenda 2030 is happening. You know, this is just going to be more conquer and divide. You know, you're going to have certain districts like this one being all divided up now. You know, but this isn't just going to happen in Minnesota. This is going to happen in multiple fucking states. This is going to be widespread. This is probably what they've been saying. This is only the beginning. This is what these rioters have been saying. This is only the beginning. So watch out, Michigan. Watch out in LA, in California. Watch out over in New York. Watch out. If they are directing this message that this is only the beginning, you're going to see fucking spot fires fucking everywhere. And
Yep.
Well, what do you got in your hand, mate? I'm just having a look at the live stream here. What do you... He has something in his hand. a box of goodies. As you can see, buildings are still fucking burnt. They're just terrorizing the fucking joint now. They need to be fucking law and order in place now. Someone needs to take control back. This is just well, is that a car on fire? Yep, they just put someone's fucking vehicle in the car park. They're just gonna terrorize anything they can now. Right? Someone's vehicle in the car park is burnt. Is that a vehicle or is that a shopping cart? It looked like a vehicle. It looked like a small one. But
I'm sure there's several vehicles on fire there.
Yeah.
Not just Memphis, one or two, there's several.
Yes, Memphis, this is bullshit. But where do we go from here? Right? We don't, Damien and I do not agree with the fucking action.
I don't know, man. This is going to be so bad.
It is. It is.
It's just so bad. This is not good at all.
It's not. They're allowing, like I said before, there's no firefighters on the ground. They're just letting it burn, right? There's no police now. There's no local police. These rioters have now taken control. They've set the police station on fire and whatnot. The National Guard has been called in. They're setting up base somewhere in this district. They're not giving out where it is, and then they're coming in. The problem was, though, the National Guard was there last night protecting the police station. Who made the fucking decision or order to stand back? Memphis just sent another comment in the comment section. They don't want police killed or more people killed. Unfortunately, once the National Guard gets involved, someone is going to get killed. We saw this happen at freaking Oregon. An innocent man by the name of Levi Finnegan who was set up and killed with his hands above his head.
Right.
We saw it in Ferguson. Innocent people fucking killed. But whose fault is it now? They started this rioting. They don't put the blame on the police or the military for going out to shoot live bullets when they can. Who's to blame for this now? No one is in control now. So if the military comes in and shoot people, who is the fault in that? Who is the fault? Is this okay? I don't want people to be fucking shot. Damien doesn't want people to be fucking shot. But you can guarantee that there is no end for these people. They want to die. They want to die. They say, bring it on.
Yep. So that they can say that it was unjustified when really it's justified.
Jamin said in the chat room, Damien, they want nothing more than a few cops getting hurt. It will be their excuse to release the dog to war. They've already fucking done that now. Just have a look. This is only night 3. Their narrative is, these rioters, their narrative is, this is only the beginning. Right. This is what I know about a lot of people. They get tired a lot fucking quickly. When there's nothing really going on, right? They get tired, they get bored, and they lose concentration. One false move in all this is game over for them. Right? What I'm currently seeing, they're only smoking themselves out by burning shit. They're only smoking themselves out. Once they have nothing left to burn, where are they going to go? Where are they going to go? And we see another massive fire in the middle of the road there. They're just standing around it like a big bonfire. Stupid. But where are they going to go? Memphis said, Damien, is it going to be a bloody mess? Well,
I think so.
I think so too. I don't want it to be. I don't want it to be. But the narrative that Damien and I are trying to say is, where are they going to hide? Where are they going to go for shelter once the military gets there? The National Guard. Where are they going to? They're burning shit down. So where are they going to hide for protection? None of these people got an armed weapon to protect themselves. Right? So
right.
Where are they going to go? Right? What they're gonna pick up fucking rocks and metal bars that they've just torn off buildings to throw at them? They ain't gonna do jack shit once you get a fucking live round bullet coming back at you.
Not gonna work against guns.
Yeah. Memphis said, "I don't want it to be, but it's too late for it now." It is. That's the reality, Memphis. This is too late. They want in hindsight, they wanted this to fucking get to this. What's the word I'm looking for? The rioters wanted to get to this far for the reaction to happen. And like I mentioned before, once there's an action, the action was George Floyd got killed. Right? The reaction was this. But after the reaction, it's a chain reaction. And that chain reaction is what is currently going on right now. They're taking over the police station, the National Guard getting involved, and next minute you're going to see more civil unrest occurring. And someone needs to take control of this. The people have taken control over it since night one. They've destroyed everything in the fucking area. And they're not going to stop. They're going to burn anything they can. Right? The narrative from these rioters is that we built, you can rebuild buildings, but you can't rebuild a life. Well, that's a bit, it's true, but it's a little bit selfish too. There's someone fucking place of employment there that might not have a fucking job anymore because the building is fucking gone.
Yeah, well, they don't care because they don't have fucking jobs. They don't care.
Well, they're not. Well, they're probably getting paid by George
They're getting
Soros.
paid by. I was just going to say that. They're getting paid by George Soros right now. So they're making some money, but they don't got a job. They don't have a fucking job. You know what I mean?
And they've always complained that the education system in this district alone or this state in Minnesota is not well occupied. Well, whose fault is that? Is it the government fault for the education system, or is it the fucking person's fault for not being educated? They have a choice.
Right.
The person
you have the opportunity to learn shit on your own. You don't need school to be educated.
Now, on the right-hand side of the screen here, folks, that is the police station. You see the barricade. The people had pushed all the barricades. A few hours ago, the people actually marched into the fucking cop shop and pushed the cops back. There's no police anymore in that police station. It's currently now on fire. We're not making this shit up, folks. So, once again, last night, the National Guard was there protecting it. Where are they now? There's no control. The people have taken control of it.
Yep.
All right, we've got Jamin said in the chat room, government will say, if the public was chipped, we will have been able to identify and track those responsible. Your thoughts, Damien?
I don't know, man.
Government will say, so let me say this, let me share this comment again. Government will say, if the public was chipped, microchipped, we would have been able to identify and track those responsible. Well,
yeah, fuck all that.
Fuck all that. But here's the thing. There's a car on fire. They just turn it upside down, and it's literally on fire. That could be one of their own fucking vehicles on fire. They don't give a shit. It's in the middle of the intersection and at the front of the police station. They just flipped it over and set it on light. That could be one of them. I might escalate. I might speculate that could also be a cop car. Because I remember they did damage a fucking cop car 2 nights ago.
Yep, they sure did.
That's the post office van. Okay, that's the post office van. Okay. But it's still someone's fucking vehicle.
Yep.
Are you sure that's a post office van? That looks like one of the cop cars that was in the fucking car park the other day. Well, it could be a post office. It could be a postie van. But yeah, what I was about to say, there was a report a couple of hours ago that the police that were actually inside that police station, they took off their uniforms and put on plain clothes and went into the crowd to get facial recognition. So people have been advised to put on their mask, not for the COVID-19, but to not show their face for facial recognition. Understandable. But this is yeah, Memphis said I mean, yeah, it is. And I saw another live stream, them rolling a post office van over. Yeah. Yeah, look, they're just throwing shit into the fire. They don't care. They're making a big bonfire in the middle of the fucking road at the front of the...
That's what they do.
Yep. Why don't you put fucking marshmallows in that you can't? I want to know, Damien, I know what the answer is. I want to know who the fuck is going to clean this mess up.
The city will. At our expense.
It's going to take, well, fucking, how long do you reckon it'll take them to fucking clean this shit up?
Millions and millions, tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah, how long?
Tens of millions of dollars.
How long will it take?
Hundreds of millions of dollars, maybe, actually.
Yeah, the liquor store's still on fire. That's a cop car. They just rolled out another cop car from the fucking car park. That's a Chevy there. They just rolled another cop car where the other car is. And they're going to set this one on fire. This is a cop car.
Yeah, that's a cop car.
That's a cop car.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, that's true, Jamin. Jamin, once there's nothing left to destroy, the rioters or looters will turn on each other, probably along racial lines. They already had started to do that, though. Some of these people, it's only a little small group, have already started to do this. And it looks like they're rolling in another cop car. There's 2 fucking cop cars that are rolling in. They don't give a fuck. They're getting all the cop cars from the fucking... Yeah, that's another cop car. They're getting these cop cars from the car park, and they're driving
the police station right there. Yeah.
Yeah, from the police station.
Yep, they sure are.
That's another cop car.
Minneapolis is fucked unless they step in and do something.
That's the thing. Someone needs to take control here, man. Someone needs to...
Yeah, man, I agree. I totally agree. I 100% agree. I agree when they brought the military into Ferguson, and I agree with this. And that actually kind of looks like, well, that's not a mail truck, but it's not a post truck.
No, it's not a post.
That's a post. No, that's a post truck.
It is a post truck. Oh, it is. Yeah, the sign on the door.
Is.
Yeah,
fucking is.
The sign on the door.
U.S. mail, bro.
Yeah, the sign on the door. The sign on the door.
So apparently they don't want their fucking checks.
Yeah.
Apparently, they don't want their stimulus checks because they're burning down a fucking post office.
Well, right next door to the police station is a post office, Damien.
Yeah, well, now they won't be able to get their fucking mail. So, good for you. Now you don't get any fucking mail.
Yeah. The other one, the other
fucking,
car
fucking idiots.
the other car they
Fucking
pushed
idiots.
out. Yeah, they are. The other car they pushed out was a cop car. I saw that fucking car before. But yeah, these are postal vans here now.
Just a bunch of fucking idiots. That's what they are.
Someone needs to grow a set of fucking balls and take fucking control back.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. See, these postal vans look identical to a fucking cop car. You will get confused, won't you, if you're not seeing the fucking door. Like, if you look at the front of the fucking thing, it looks like a normal cop car, wouldn't it?
Kind of resembles a cop car, but it's not. It doesn't, because it doesn't have the lights on it and all that. And like I said,
most of these cop cars there, Damien, right now don't have anything left on it. They fucking destroyed it. I'm telling you, what I saw a couple of days ago in the parking lot, there's no fucking light, there's no windscreen. As a matter of fact, in the back of the cop car was live ammunition and fucking guns and shit. They've taken that. So earlier tonight, early in the broadcast before we went live, someone's got a cop belt because they went in, when they went into the police station, the cop fucking surrendered and took off his fucking belt, right? You know, the cop belt, you put it on the ground. Well, someone's walking around with a fucking cop belt, you know? So, these clowns are destroying what little freedoms they have left. That's true. That is true. That is true. Someone needs to grow a set of fucking balls and get in there. Now to fuck. It might be a little bit too late, but better late than fucking never, isn't it? You know? All of this could be avoided if someone had fucking control. But nope.
Yep, I know. I'm gonna have to go to bed, and I have to bow out, man.
That's okay, man. I'll continue on for another hour myself. And you wrapped up easy, Damien, man. And hope tomorrow.
Yeah, man. I just find this all stupid, ridiculous, and them allowing people to do this is just, I abhor that. So.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll continue on for an hour, Damien. You wrapped up easy, man. You got work tomorrow, and hope you have a good night tomorrow night at work, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
God bless.
I'll catch you later.
Yeah. God bless, man.
I'll listen in. I'm just gonna bow out.
Yeah. You monitor the chat room, man.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
If you can.
I'm probably just gonna listen.
Yeah, just listen. What I might do is I might actually turn on the audio here and see what they are talking. That would be awesome, man.
Yeah, it's news. It's the news, so you can do that because it's not. You can't copyright the news.
All right then. Yeah, but I'll put on their audio and I'll just do commentary over the top. Yeah.
Yep.
All right then. Here we go. I'm going to do this. Just hold up for a second, guys. And we're back.
Not really what we were trained to do. What do you think the proper protocol should have been for them when they first arrived on the scene, the emergency responders?
Essentially what they had, in my opinion, was a slumper call from my understanding, it was a guy from what BBC News said. It was a guy who was slumped over at the steering wheel, and in that situation, they need to evaluate the person's state to make sure they're not a threat to themselves or others. But as far as stepping on the guy's neck, almost everyone agrees it's a little bit too far for that.
Thank you. Anything else you want to say?
I'd just like to say that as a protester,
Yeah, they do look like left-wing nut jobs, don't they?
Everyone goes home safe, and it's not about race or anything like that. I'm just here to make sure everyone goes home safe.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Y'all want to speak at all? Shout yourself out real quick. So the people, I got 200 some viewers right now. So where can they find y'all right now to see all UnicornRiot.ninja is our website. .ninja, not .com. Instagram, unicorn.riot. Facebook. Twitter, UR_ninja. Facebook, Unicorn Riot. And then YouTube, Unicorn Riot. Facts. And Vimeo. Facts. Oh, it's shut down. It did. Okay. Word.
So you already know we had this little protest. I'm Carson Calhoun. Can I cuss on this or no?
All day.
Hey, and to the cop that shot me, put 8 staples in the back of my head yesterday.
Wow. Whoa. Can we see that?
Yeah.
Can you see that on the film?
Can you see it?
Yeah, you got stitches up in there.
Wow.
Yeah, I put 8 staples in there.
What happened?
So I was walking away, and next thing I know, I blacked out. Some bitch-ass cop shot me. Hey, but tell me why I came back the same day out of the hospital.
Wow. You went to the hospital, shot in the head with staples.
Yes, sir.
What did they hit you with?
To be honest, I don't know because I have surgery tomorrow. They're taking some metal shit on my head.
How do you feel?
Bullets. They got metal in there?
Yeah, I've been shot like 3 times in my leg, and my fucking window got shot out with them. Smoke grenade, fucking shrapnel, and foam bullets. It's probably what's in your head right now.
That shit,
there was a case. There's been cases where people have brain damage after getting hit in
No,
the
they
head
don't.
with these less lethal
Black
munitions.
Lives Matter
How
never
do you
misses
feel
the
like your
opportunity
brain
for a
capacity
good
is right
looting.
now?
No, they don't.
Well, I basically won that gulag, so I mean, I came
That's
back,
true.
and if anything, I feel smarter in a way. But shout out Carson Calhoun, that's me, 74 on Snapchat. You got fat ass in my line. Thank you.
Oh, come on, be more appropriate.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. If you're a nice lady. Yeah.
Or if you got a fat ass.
Yeah. All right.
Bone thugs and
So we
harmony.
got the fire continuing. The fire has been really lit on the second one. The first one, again, was here, tipped over. We were a few blocks away, or not a few blocks away, a couple 100 yards away when the first one got tipped over and lit on fire. We saw the second one get pulled up and try to get rammed into the concrete barricades in front of the precinct, and that didn't happen. Let's go check out the front of the precinct a little bit and show you all some of the situation up there and what it's looking like. Yeah, we're here on the front. This is basically the front lines. Minneapolis and Lee Street. Woo, that was a firework. Going back to 2016, Philando Castile was killed by Geronimo Yanez, and there was a big protest that moved on to the freeway I-94, and there was a riot on I-94 as part of the uprising for Philando, and that riot featured a firework being thrown at officers, and that was actually like a really big moment for a lot of
See, the
protest
police
movement.
station's on fire.
And what we've seen these last few days is that being consistent. That's happened.
I'm not
multiple
really sure what's
times
going on with the
where
gas
fireworks
lines
have been
right
thrown at
there.
officers and blown up right at their feet.
I really don't know.
This is the precinct. This is Minneapolis precinct. This is the third precinct. We've already talked about it consistently. This is where
Yeah,
police
that's
are
true.
housed.
They may
This
have
is
already
who
turned the
was,
gas lines off
employing
and the
Derek
power
Chauvin,
lines.
one of the murderers, the murderer of George Floyd. Derek Chauvin had already killed one other person, Wayne Reyes, and already shot 2 or 3 others and had been involved in other shootings. And so Derek Chauvin, as far as you want to look at it, probably shouldn't have had a job continuing after all those things. And I did see that he was represented in an award for like a best police officer. He had been on the scene for about 2 decades. His partner is Tu Tao, and Tu Tao's wife, or Tu Tao's sister, is Derek Chauvin's wife. And Derek Chauvin lives in Oakdale, which is a faraway suburb of St. Paul, actually. So it's probably 30, 45 minutes. Well, it's about 25 minutes from here. And people have been outside of his house every day since the incident. People have been outside of Mike Freeman's house consistently. people have been outside in St. Paul.
Who has the control?
Covered what happened to St. Paul.
The people here does,
There
but
was a lot of, it's just
someone hot.
massive
There
expropriation,
need to be
massive
law and
anger.
order here.
People are taking their
Seriously.
anger out. St. Paul got wrecked today. It didn't happen in St. Paul, but the feeling it continues in St. Paul. It's not a one city thing. It's nationwide, as you see, and that's why the rest of the nation is also rising to different venues and different protests and different actions, taking over freeways and whatnot. And so they're also being met with a lot of police force. Specifically, I think New York had a lot of police force. There's going on right now on the internet. You can probably check it out. I'm on the field. I can't really see it, but I definitely have heard it. And again, this is the precinct. This is the third precinct.
That was
It is
once
on
a
fire
police
on the outside.
station.
We do not know if it's still on fire on the inside. It looks like there's a little smoke coming from that second floor, third floor, second floor, but there's a lot of sprinkler systems going on in there. How you doing? You want to speak at all?
No.
Okay. You want to speak? How are you doing? Good. Right. Would you like to speak on the camera? Sure. All right. So yeah, what does this mean to you right now?
My only advice right now is if you're in the area or you live near the area, do not go down there. Stay home. It's going to get messy.
Right now, the community is in full control. What is your feeling?
Y'all sound surprised. I'm not. This is what this comes to. This is what happens when you murder niggas. This is what happens when niggas want their city back. This is it. I hope y'all happy. I hope they keep burning the city down. I hope they reach white folks. I hope they reach their neighborhoods, because that's where this needs to be at. This is it, right? Like, this is the start of revolutions right here. This is government property. They need to burn all of it. All of it needs to be burned.
This is not a revolution.
We need a new one. And this is how you get a new one. This is how niggas revolt. This is angry. And we've been angry for a real long time. So, this is it. Let niggas burn the rest of this city down until justice comes, and it ain't gonna come easy. And we didn't bleed enough for this city. We didn't bleed enough for this country. Let's go. Burn all of it. Burn all of it.
Thank you for speaking all that. When it comes to burning it, coming out with something new, what does that something new look like for you?
That's a whole nother conversation, right?
Yeah.
We gotta take down systematic barriers. We need to be having community.
You got to take down as many buildings till you get the reaction that's coming. It did now become a chain reaction. You wait till the freaking National Guard rocks up. You ain't going to be smiling for very long.
Give it back to our community. We wouldn't be burning this shit down if we had our own shit. We wouldn't be burning this shit down if we had our own shit. This is 300 years. This is generations of anger. Y'all they need to burn the rest of it. Go ahead. And new ain't gonna happen until folks really understand. And y'all ain't got it yet. So we can't even talk about new. Y'all ain't burned down the rest of the old shit yet. Burn all this shit, then we can talk about new stuff. Until then, the city gonna rebirth itself. Niggas is resilient. This ain't nothing. Y'all been slaying folks. Y'all been slaying folks since beginning of time, right? Slavery, like that's where the shit originated. That's where cops originated, is slavery. They were to kill black folks. They were to leave black folks and drag black folks.
They did say that.
This is it.
This is going to be the chain reaction.
Y'all can't be mad that niggas is doing this. Why?
There's already an action. George Floyd got murdered. They had a reaction. This now it's going to be a chain reaction.
Come on, because that's caliber, right? Fuck all.
Going to be a domino effect.
These cars, these mail vans, fuck your mail vans. Fuck this whole entire city. We need justice. That's what I'm saying. We need niggas to listen. And by niggas, I mean white folks. Because niggas out here doing this. And out here bled for the city already.
And you're proud because of why?
Niggas is tired of hurting. This is it. This is it. And for all
this got nothing to do with George Floyd anymore. You think George Floyd want you shit to do this?
We need pockets. We need y'all privilege. Come on. Come on.
Anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Say it all. Hey,
the whole narrative has shifted. It's not about George Floyd anymore.
Youth as well. We got a lot of youth out here. What is this new generation? Is this what's gonna happen?
New generation, we been here. What do y'all mean? Our mamas and daddies birth new. What the fuck? The youth?
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? They went through the civil rights movement. Ain't none of this shit new, man. From MLK to Malcolm X, ain't none of this shit new, man. We've been here. We've been doing this, man. This ain't decades of oppression. This is centuries of oppression. Since they took the first slave off the fucking coast of Africa, this has been oppression. This is the country built by white men for white men. No offense to you. I'm half white, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what it is. My brother right here know what it is, man. This country is built on oppression, man. They let us shit on us, but at the end of the day, if it wasn't for us, this country wouldn't be shit. It wouldn't be no motherfucking America.
Here we go.
It's built on the back of slavery, man. Police is built on the foundation of racism, man. The motherfucking police were meant to capture motherfucking captured slaves who escaped.
You haven't been educated well enough.
Exactly. This goes back
You
to
complain about the education system is up to shit. Well, you guys, whose fault is that?
When they abolished slavery? Oh.
Who is educating you to do the shit that you're doing? Who's educating you to do what you're doing? Who's educating you what you're doing?
Systematic oppression, dog. And slavery in a whole nother form, dog. What are you
I
talking
understand
about?
that you've been put through fucking hell for years, but it's just the fucking answer.
It's another system, and then another system, and then another system. And after this shit, it's going to be another system. Because at the end of the day, this country is built for white people, by white people, and no matter how much we fuck shit up, it ain't never going to change, dog. Come here, man.
You're not going to be there when the military rocks up. Unfortunately, I feel sorry for you guys because some of you guys are going in a fucking body bag. I don't want you to get shot. Go home. You caused this to fucking happen.
Burn it all down. Burn it. This ain't ours, no ways. This wasn't made for us. This ain't our shit. Burn all of this. Take all of this shit.
I think that was the best interpretation of generational trauma that I've ever heard. Thank you all. What were you saying?
Since the very beginning, America has been run by white individuals.
More importantly, why don't you guys put the fucking fires out? There's no fire engines around.
Who the fuck cares if they're part of, motherfucking Illuminati and shit? I don't care about that shit. But,
They literally have taken control of the police station, ladies and gentlemen. It's already on fire. There's no police at all.
in this country right now, whether or not you're white, Asian, black, Mexican, anything, man. It's crazy out here, man.
They're just buffering at the moment. See if we get the live stream. We'll just wait. We'll just wait. We saw what happened in Ferguson, ladies and gentlemen. But this is far, 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 far beyond fucking Ferguson. But this is going to escalate right across the board now. You're going to see spot fires ramping up from state to state to state. That's their narrative. They said earlier tonight, this is only the beginning. Well, we've got a buffering system. There's communication. Let's see if it comes back.
That breached into the precinct. Wow. Wow.
Do I speak with chat? Yes, I do. Hello, we are Pooh Leader. I'm here. Let's continue to watch this.
Tear gas is not fired. People
It was
breach-
live coverage from
breach the
Minneapolis
precinct.
night, Free.
Doesn't smell like tear gas. People are coming out with riot gear.
No, the live stream's going. What the? They just stormed into the fucking police building to take what?
People do not know where
What
the
did I
police
just
are. I
took?
don't think anyway. Doesn't seem like people
A
do.
siren?
But the police have
I don't know.
either
Can anyone-
evacuated or just allowing this to happen, they will come out and start blasting fools. We'll try to get a little quicker view. Let people get in a little further.
They literally going to destroy this building. The police station. And this reporter's going to go inside. Is that what I'm seeing? He's going to go inside the cop shop. I dare you to go inside. I dare you. Well, he is. He's going into a cop shop. Fucking hell.
This is the 3rd precinct. There's a fire.
This is inside the police station. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry for the language.
This is the 3rd precinct right here. It has got ran through. Fires are starting in multiple rooms.
I'm still here, Winnie
The
Pooh.
3rd precinct. The precinct where the officers were employed.
Are you kidding me?
Again, this is for George.
You have now just set yourself up.
Police officers.
You are supposed to be an independent journalist. You're now just storming into the police station, filming this. You have set yourself up for the fall.
Bullets burning up.
They literally ransacked this police station. They had driven the police out a few hours ago. Completely taken over the whole freaking
It's literally about
building.
to happen.
There's no
There's two
police
rooms in
there.
already set on
It's
fire.
just on.
People are going in to set more
Just
on
on a
fire.
loop?
The 3rd precinct in Minneapolis.
No, it's not on
is
a
about
loop.
to be lit
Well,
on fire.
I don't know.
They have lost all control of the city.
This is live. It's not on a loop.
The rage is
They're-
palpable and physically seen and felt.
Those were freaking post office vehicles that they just destroyed and set them alight. This is the live version. We're at the top. Oh, wait.
There are sprinklers going
That's
off in
not
the
the
rooms
live
where the
version.
fires were in.
Sorry.
And then there was
I'll go back.
check. All right. What's up, everybody? I'm live.
Obviously,
Check. All right. What's up, everybody? I'm live.
let's have a look. Yeah, there's no live stream anymore. Well, g'day, Eric. I know you're there. So, yeah. I'm going to drop the link for Eric to join in. Eric, come in, man. So, yeah. Just hope Eric can get back in and we might find another live stream. See what happened. Yeah, they ended the live stream. I'm sorry about that. I thought it was live, but yeah, that was earlier. They stormed in. Well, good that I found that thing because not many people saw the live stream. Okay, honestly, everybody there are either children or that's true. They're young kids. But unfortunately, the National Guard's been called in, and some of the kids aren't going to go home. That's the end game. Some of them are going to get fucking shot and put in the body bag. So someone needs to have control back, and there's no control there. And I said earlier in the program, there was National Guard there protecting the police station last night. Who made the decision to back off? There's no one there at the police station. The people and the rioters have taken over. So who is making the call? Who does not have the balls to stand up? Some won't go home. That is the truth. There is going to be bloodshed. And I don't want anyone to be fucking killed in this. But it's escalated to a point where someone and probably multiple people will get killed in this. I don't want it to happen. But someone will. They're not going to fucking stop. They said this. This is only the beginning. This is what it comes down to now. They're just tearing and burning shit down now. No one's got control. There's no firefighters, no police, nothing. The National Guard and the military are on their way. The cream of the crop. Yeah, where's the link? We appear on a live stream. We continue. And thank you for participating in the chat room, people. This is awesome, and we're having a good conversation here in the chat room. And I am talking there and again, and to keep it in a civil manner. We may agree, we may not disagree, but 95% on tonight's broadcast, everyone has agreed to what is currently going on and what we've been talking about. This is bullshit, and people are going to does not show up. Just copy and paste. Copy the link and paste it in this chat room. And I'll get it. Otherwise, I'll go and look for it. Let's have a look. No. All right, I've found another one, Matt. That backup live. I found Unicorn. Right, I'm going to live stream.
Well, caught the last interviews that we had, which were incredible interviews with some youth. If you did not catch it,
we're back live.
Get that in HD uploaded someday soon. All of the power is out in like all of this neighborhood. Some of Unicorn Riot members live around here. It might be hard for electricity to be had. So we might have a delay on some of the videos coming out. We had a delay on the videos coming
We'll
out.
continue as long as we can.
Electricity was cut off.
As long as YouTube allows me to. Or before I need to go.
It gets complicated to try to cover an uprising when you don't have electricity in your house in your apartment to do the work you're trying to do.
More public
Again, thank you all for your
vehicles
support out there and for
on
watching.
fire. You can't educate stupid.
That is a USPS truck that's on fire. That is the third truck.
They call this an uprising? An uprising for what? For you to be a waiting duck to be shot? I don't want anyone killed, but it's beyond that now.
On 31st and Minneapolis. And that's just literally right up the street, right there, another block. So people have stole the USPS trucks, the vans, and have used them, rolled them around the city. Who knows where other ones are? And 3 of them are now getting burnt up. This neighborhood is absolutely demolished. Demolished. Yesterday, actually, so while we're right here, boom, we see that. This is where we were watching that massive fire yesterday with the condos. The massive fire was right there in the darkness. That condo is not there anymore.
Yeah, put your roast your marshmallows in the fire. Go on. You play with fire, you're going to get burnt. Winnipeg, I don't know how long the guards will get there. From what I'm hearing, they're setting up a base somewhere in the district, and then they're going on from there. I don't know how long. They have been called in, but my point is, last night the National Guard was there, but who made a decision to back off?
And then we'll start to figure out how to build something new. At the same time, USPS does deliver goods for people and deliver postage, shipping, envelopes, and families sending stuff to families. So that's the one shitty thing. But again,
maybe the National Guard will get there by daylight, but it's too late. Someone needs to take control now. They've got night vision scopes.
And not sure that part might not have hit the live stream. Not sure when it went out. But again, like I said, we'll try to recap you on it. This is a very hot fire now. It's definitely warming us up. A lot of people have left. It's not thousands and thousands in the streets right here. But there's still probably those just gunshots in the air.
Gunshot?
What's that?
The gunshot was a skateboarder.
Yeah. He's on a skateboard, popping it off. I've seen a lot of guns out here. Tonight, the night before that.
Yeah, they set up snipers last night on top of the police building. Don't know where they're going to get the snipers now. Buildings are getting destroyed. Where are they going to set them? That's the agenda. Memphis puts the gun laws restriction even further. Yep.
You want to say anything to the stream?
I don't know. Yeah, sure. Why not? Hey, folks. This is Jen. I'm out here. You've heard my voice over the past couple of days. 2 in the morning now? We got this car burning behind us, a USPS vehicle. The third one burned in our city tonight. The other one back in the intersection of Minnehaha and Lake, right across from the 3rd precinct. Well, we're receiving reports that there's like another car burning across from the street from the
I did
4th
see someone
precinct
earlier
right now
walking around with a
in
9mm in the
recall,
crowd.
back in 2016,
Whether that
4
it's
years
the
ago,
same
5
gunshots
years
or
ago.
not, who knows?
Yeah, 2015, my bad. That was when Jamar Clark was killed by members of Minneapolis police that were employed by the 4th precinct there. So, uprising is happening all over Minneapolis tonight. I've been hearing about stuff happening in Uptown, which is a little bit west and south of here for people that are not familiar with the Twin Cities. Earlier in the day, I was in St. Paul, the other of the 2 Twin Cities. The target that's behind us right now.
That's a possibility too. They most likely did take some guns from the police station.
Protests, and today is day 3.
Yeah, it's the same narrative. Uprising. Yeah. How much guns do you have compared to the military?
As well as Minneapolis police were over there.
All it takes is one bullet.
Area of St. Paul defending that target, and a bunch of other buildings were smashed up around the area. A bunch of other businesses, mostly chain businesses or sort of.
I'm not too sure, Coolando Amber.
Like there's a Leanne Chin, there's a vitamin shop.
If anyone can look that up for us, then I'll broadcast it.
But that was like around 4 or 5 p.m. and
I suppose they would have just escorted them out of the county to another county.
Farther along than they were 2 days ago when I was down here, even yesterday when I came down here. There was not this level.
Hopefully they did take the guns with them, but some of these police stations, they guard their own guards up in guns, lock and safe. These people have taken over. These people have taken over. Someone's already got a cop belt from one of the officers that was in the police station when they walked into it.
The upper layer was burning earlier. We caught some dark smoke coming out of a tall window when we were interviewing somebody. The block behind there is an Arby's. A little while ago, we heard people cheering as the roof kind of finally crashed down after the whole building being on fire for a while. The smell of smoke is heavy in the air. It's kind of, your eyes are burning a little bit because the smoke is everywhere. There's a lot of nasty stuff burning, I'm sure, in these cars, in these buildings that you're not supposed to breathe in. But, that's how it is when you have buildings getting set on fire.
And people running on push bikes. They ain't going to do jack shit what the military gets there, or the National Guard. Ain't going to do jack shit. Where are you guys going to hide to protect yourself? You're burning everything down.
Right now, obviously, but also all the streetlights are out, and the black smoke is darkening the sky. You see some signs on businesses like that have been boarded up that say this is a POC-owned business. Hey, don't burn this building. People live here. So people are being somewhat conscious of the destruction that's taking place. So, a little scuffle happening here behind us. We even have spray painting on the ground here. Are we loud enough? Is what it says right where we're standing on the ground. Thanks so much for tuning in to us tonight. This is like I said, it's been the third day of protests, the uprising here in Minneapolis. And really, really grateful for everyone that is watching right now, everyone that's given us some support in the past, that's given us support recently, new supporters.
Yeah, they burnt that down last night, remember?
In the last 2 days. It's like a light breeze blowing right now.
Oh, someone's got a fire extinguisher. Put the fucking fire out, you dingo.
It was pretty bad. It was like pretty strong. We heard oh, what's up? You want to talk to us?
What y'all on a recorder?
Yeah, we're Unicorn Riot Media.
Right now, hey, so look, this is what happened, gang. This shit going crazy. Martin Luther King started all this shit. Not this in general, but I'm saying he started the whole protest shit. This shit happened because of the shit that happened to George Floyd. It could have happened a different way, but the silent protest ain't working out here. You got to be violent to get your point across. See that shit right there? They don't want to fuck with that. They're trying to be civil. So you gotta show them what we really need in life and what we want. You know what I'm saying? Straight facts. Shout out to me. Thank you. What's y'all channel?
Hey, we're Unicorn Riot. Check it out.
Unicorn Riot. You know we rocking.
You on the news?
Yeah, gang. Hey, so y'all just stay smooth. Don't come out here and too violent. You got kids. Just,
How
you know,
many
tell
of
them a
these
little
people
backstory,
are
you know?
paid to do
Stay
what
smooth
they are
out here.
currently
It's not
doing?
safe. People
It
shooting
all
guns,
looks like a
fires.
stage,
No,
doesn't it?
bitches burnt down. I was in that bitch before. Unicorn Riot. Stay smooth.
We heard from a member of a community just now. Yeah, that building is very
Yeah,
burned
the
down, but
narrative
they're
has
facing
always,
that. Yeah,
the
there's
narrative
some
changed since the
definite
day
definitions
one.
of the word
Once they
violence.
got to the
Some
police
people use the
station
word
on day one
violence
of the
to mean,
protest,
burning things,
the narrative
smashing
changed.
things.
It wasn't
Other people
any
use the word
longer
violence to mean
about George Floyd.
harming another
Once they
person.
started to
Burning a
vandalize
building,
buildings
if
and
there's
that,
nobody inside, is not
it
necessarily
wasn't about
harming another
George Floyd.
person physically.
We're now into
So some
night
people
three.
don't use that word violence.
You
when
got a
describing
fire
property
extinguisher.
destruction.
Put the
They
fucking
use it when,
fire out,
talking
you
about
idiot.
harming living creatures, harming living beings. But I have also heard from other people, parents, they're trying not to bring their kids around here.
Get
now because
fucking
it's not
education.
necessarily a
It's your
kid-friendly
fault for not being
environment. It's very
properly
startling,
educated.
surprising, loud noises, unpleasant
And
smells, toxic fumes.
unfortunately,
You know,
you may not be able to
if
go
you've
home.
been paying attention to our live
Once
stream,
that
you have a
fucking
pretty good
National
idea of what's
Guard
going on
comes,
down here tonight.
I don't know how many people are going to get killed.
I might give you back here to Nico, have him be your host here for a while. Again, thanks for tuning in, and thank you to all the supporters who let us do what we do out here in the streets. Support. Thank you for your support. Couldn't do this without you.
You still got a life ahead of you. You're young. Go home. No, but I want to stand up for a revolution. Right. Ah, man. Thank you, everyone, for joining in the chat room. It's been a pleasure and an honor.
What up? What up? What up? This was a chiropractor office in a tobacco shop.
Yes, we appreciate
Hey,
it.
what up? How you doing?
Good, bro. I'm good.
You want to talk at all?
I mean, I'll give you a quick piece. Let me just.
You can do it with no video, and we can
No,
just
I'm
do
good.
audio.
We can talk.
Let's talk in front of the burning.
Just have a look at it.
Embers.
The devastation.
I think I met you originally. Unicorn Riot originally saw you in the mansion, in the governor's mansion in Philando Castile. It was 23 days of occupation outside the governor's mansion. Now it happened after people tried to go to the 4th precinct for Jamal Clark. They stepped it up to the governor's mansion. That really didn't even get any kind of semblance of justice. Geronimo Yanez was charged, not convicted, and nothing happened really. So
Just have a look at him. Look at the goggles on it. They're pretty flat goggles.
Compared to where we are.
What's my take? All right. Well, I would say the only thing that is 100% inevitable is change, and things need to change. I will say that there's a lot of collateral damage that people should be aware of and think about. I mean, this is where people receive their services. This is where people get their groceries. These are where small businesses are. You know what I mean? Like, when you talk about we're in the middle of a pandemic currently, and you got open flames, you got smoke, you got carcinogens, you got all of this shit during the middle of a
Doesn't make it right, though.
pandemic.
Burning shit down doesn't make it right, does it?
It's not going to be the people sitting out in fucking Oakdale. It's not going to be where the officers live, affected by this. You got young black and brown bodies, little children and shit who can't leave this area. Many people who don't got cars can't fucking evacuate. You got toxic fumes spilling out into everywhere. I mean, there's really no kind of organization to this shit. I understand chaos, man, but realistically, don't cut your own supply lines and don't poison your own food and water supply, let alone air supply. So, I mean, if this shit's going to be a longevity situation, you got to think about this shit for the long haul. Where you going to eat? What you going to breathe? If your neighborhood's burning, where the fuck you going to be at? Don't burn your
That's
own
what you got to do.
neighborhood,
What?
man.
Burn shit down to get a fucking message across. You are a complete idiot.
That's a casualty of war that they created, man. But the rest of that, the civilian shit, man, these small businesses, man, these people don't deserve this shit, man. There's a lot of people with families that can't move out of here, man. So just be careful about what you're burning, where you're looting,
other shit is much more planned for that, man. Don't destroy where you live, man. Don't shit where you sleep. For all you youth out here and all you, real life organizers out here holding some shit down, stay safe.
You're organizing this stuff. Well, respect the retaliation that's coming back at you, man. You play with fire, you're gonna get burnt.
Provocateur on some antagonistic shit, leading motherfuckers to the fucking slaughter. So just be careful.
It's now become a stage. It's now become a stage for the whole world to fucking see how stupid you guys are.
That you respect and love the people of, man. Say something to somebody, man. Stop that shit, man. Like
I got $100 bottle for 50.
Well, other than that, stay safe, survive, fight the power how you see fit. And hey, I'm with you in solidarity 100%, man.
Thank you, bro.
Much love, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Just look up the carnage. This looks like something out of Star Wars. Remember when Anakin Skywalker had a battle and it had the volcano in the back? Well, this is what fucking looked like. It doesn't. Look, I am your father.
No!
Why are you riding a bike around? Ain't you gonna do jack shit once the National Guard gets there? We're just gonna pop a fucking hole in your tire. You keep burning shit down. Where you going to hide and protect? Once they start firing rounds at you, where you going to hide? There ain't no fucking place to run and hide anymore.
Definitely hit me up. Do a quick change.
This is the narrative, Amber. This is what is going to happen. It's going to divide people even further. They trying to bring the people together in this movement, what they call it. This is only going to divide people even further in that community. And the problem is, we ain't going to buy into this. We need to be the voice of reason and to keep a level freaking mind here and not pick one side or the other. We've got to look at it at the whole spectrum of what is currently going on. Put your fucking card in, mate. You got plenty of them. I understand protesting for George Floyd, but this is no longer about George Floyd. That got taken away within a matter of hours on day one. When they started to vandalize and start smashing shit up on day one, that's when the narrative shifted. And then night two, they started to set things on fire. Tonight, they took over the police station. Now the National Guard's on their way. When? I don't know. The National Guard was there last night protecting the police station. Who made the call or the decision to back off? Because if they would still be there, that police station would not have been taken over. It's not like Donald Trump is going to go there and follow me, boys. No.
Me, I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to change my card, man.
Change your fucking card.
Don't go over there, because if I shoot this motherfucker, I didn't know I know these. I don't want no fucking witness. Fuck out my face. Get in the car so I can get to put that shit in drive so I shoot this motherfucker. We just get the fuck out of here. Don't kill me, man. You're walking up to me. Bro, I don't give a fuck. This is chaos. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. This is my hood, bitch. I live here. I live fucking here.
Yeah, it's only going to be a matter of time before they turn on each other. You can see it. You can definitely see it.
See who I am. See my, look at my face. Look at my face. I don't give a fuck. Why you hiding in your shit? Look at my face. Why you hiding?
Yeah, the National Guard is arriving near them. They're actually in the district somewhere. They're just setting up a base, like a command center. Oh!
That's me. Get the fuck out of my face then. Deal with kids. I'm so close to fucking doing you. I'll deal with the fucking future, man. No, just show this. I'm not gonna do you. I'm not gonna do you, but I'm gonna do you with this private, bitch. Don't do that, please. We need to go that way, bro. Go that way. I haven't moved at all.
Remember the real enemy.
I have not
You want
moved
a
at all.
cigarette? You want a cigarette, bro? Can I give you some cigarettes?
I just want to do. Stop hiding. He's not gonna hide. I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding right here, bro. I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding.
Remember who the real enemy is.
You're right though, but he walked up on my girl. This guy walked up on me. So,
Are they hitting the guy that's reporting?
honestly, bro, we were not trying to do nothing. We videoed this.
Are they turning on the guy that's doing this live broadcast?
You over there talking about who the fuck is you? Get the fuck out of here, bro. That's what he said to you? Yeah, I had nothing to do with you. We not, and he wasn't her and him and me.
Ooh. Let's play this out, eh?
We had nothing to do with him. Yo, why you not checking everybody else? We together, bro. All of a sudden, you checking us. Well, let's just leave it alone. I'm just leaving it alone, man.
Sorry about all this difficulty.
But I'm not going to get sick. I love you too, bro. I'm not getting sick. I feel for you, bro. What I'm saying, bro, stop mad.
Looks like part of our camera
Everybody's mad. And I have nothing against you, but everybody's mad.
not attaching right.
Somebody mad on some bullshit, bro. Have your business.
The shitty thing is,
It's going to be a matter of time before all this going infighting, left, right, and center. If I was this guy, I'd get the fuck out of there.
one more thing. Sorry again, y'all. It's a problem right now with our camera getting attached to the rig.
It's only going to get more uglier from here on in.
Like I'm gonna have to. Oh my god, man.
Welcome to the hood.
All right, I'm sorry about that. This camera rig is messed up now. Somehow. Give me one more minute. Try to get it on.
If I was Jim, I'd get out of the fucking area. Just get out of the area. Go back to the police station. You're in a different freaking location. There are probably gangs out on the streets. They're just going to start causing fucking trauma. I know your job is there to broadcast and that, but get the fuck out of there. Your life's not worth it, mate. It is a lot of smoke. A lot of fuel in there.
Oh my goodness. What a mess. I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to fix my equipment.
Just get the hell out of there.
Check. I apologize about that 5-minute excursion of madness. Yeah.
Yeah. Stand underneath the light when people can fucking see you,
Sorry
not in a
about
dark
that
alleyway.
quickness. Or that long time that took. Yeah,
5 minutes a month. It's been going on for 3 days. That's correct. And it's only going to get worse from here on in.
Acting like a rookie out here. This is what the liquor store looks like. There was an elder.
That liquor store got vandalized on night one. 3 guys got arrested being inside that liquor store. Now it's gone.
That's not true. I hope that we're not looking at the roof that has collapsed onto somebody. This is the liquor store. It's done for.
Yep. Night one, 3 guys got arrested for being inside that from the police. And matter of fact, one of the guys got punched in the face while he was on the ground.
Wow.
That got vandalized and looted on night one. They smashed it and went in there to steal some alcohol. Cops came across the road where the police station is into the liquor store, arrested 3 blokes. One of the guys got punched in the face. And yeah, no liquor store no more.
When we were transferring over the rig, we were sitting next to a few people who almost fought. It's got to that level of frustration.
What you see in the middle there were actual postal vans, cars, vehicles, destroyed now. Fire. I reckon the military will come in with water tanks and probably some rubber live ammunition. I just don't want anyone to be killed.
Unicorn Riot? Yeah, check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Vimeo. And our website is unicornriot.ninja.
G'day, Cyberman 7.
No, I'm not seeing it. You have to speak. How you feeling out
We're
here?
doing continuing live commentary while we watch this live stream.
You see all these people out here, they're breaking everything. And they're doing it for a reason. Yo. The cops, I saw them. I went downtown, right? I saw all the cops. They're gone. They're all downtown. Their cars are all broken and shit. They're gone. They're not around here. And they're not coming back. You can, yo, what's up?
Fuck the police. Justice for George. We're out here for him. We're out here.
They'll be likely to run, but where to? There's no building for them to run to. No place to hide. They're destroying every one of them. Someone needs to take control. Someone needs to take control now. Someone needs to grow a set of balls. This has gone too far now.
The first time it should have happened.
It's no longer when a push becomes a shove.
The third time it's out, nigga. Now we going to Cobbin's house and we gonna choke that nigga out too. We gonna fuck y'all up.
You gotta fuck shit up. Yeah, what happens if you fucking get a bullet? You're not going home. What about your mum and dad, you mother?
There's more of us for you, bitch. What's up? Exactly.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right, yeah, you're right.
You speechless, bitch. Next time, this is your motherfucking house.
Oh yeah, no.
Fuck you, bitch. You don't live here. But we coming to
Oh
your
yeah.
house right now, nigga.
Yeah.
Here you go, bro.
Get down with it. Jiggle with it, man. Sorry about that. I just had to say what I had to say. Get your marshmallows. It's going to be a long night.
Y'all want to speak at all? You don't have to.
Oh, these bitches. It's fuck 12. They killed an innocent man for no motherfucking reason. Matter of fact, not just one. It's 4 of them motherfuckers on one innocent black man. He came to Minnesota to change his life, and this is the fucking thanks he get, though. So it's fuck 12.
Read your shirt, man. It says drama, and you are a headache.
Not to a fucking soul. But he still got his life taken. For what? It's fucking. Fuck 12.
I like your shirt. You're drama, and you're a headache.
If you all can bear with me for like 5 minutes, what I'm gonna do is format this card so I can. Oh, you know what? I can't format this card. Never mind. They're both the same cards, and I don't know which one is which. So.
Thank you, one must wonder.
I hear a third precinct. I do see a lot of shots being shot.
So, Cypress 7, you suggest to burn down every fucking city now? Is that your answer? Burn down every city?
Yeah, that's a lot of
Just
shots.
saying. There'll be more guards than these people. Believe me.
That's been a constant all night.
We gotta burn shit up, man. Yo. Fuck the police. Yo. Fuck.
Possibly.
No. Someone needs to take control. Law and order need to come back. Because I am so worried about what is going to happen. Once that National Guard comes back rolling in, there's just going to be so much bloodshed. It's inevitable. I've seen it happen before. No patriots are on the ground. They don't want to be involved in this, but they're rocking up. Someone needs to show some balls and get some law and order and control back into the situation. This cannot longer go on.
Y'all want to talk it all real quick before you go?
What you want to hear? My nigga right here. White lives matter, man. Fuck it. White lives matter.
You're driving a convertible.
Mike. Man, hold on. I think you go through here. Hold on. You heard what the fuck I said. And let me tell you, can I grab us versus them, and we ain't giving up. They ain't taking us again. We ain't losing again. Let me tell you just like this. Thank God all of Minnesota people came here together today. Let me tell you, bro. It's all we got. And I love Minnesota standing together. They're not gonna keep hurting us like this anymore. We ain't gonna lose no more people.
Standing strong together for a right cause is one thing. But when you go around burning shit down and causing a havoc and civil unrest, it's another thing. You need some education. Trump said in a tweet, if you go into a riot, prepare to be shot. He's ordered the guards in. He's had enough. If you're going to burn stuff down, prepare to be shot. That's what Trump said. That's his quote, not mine.
Fuck the police!
Someone needs to take control back. Seriously. A 9mm is not going to do anything to an AR. Some of these people got AR. Some of these people got a 9mm. Ain't gonna do jack shit. Is that a police officer on the other side there? No, that can't be. He's wearing a badge. Someone's wearing a badge there on the right hand of the screen. That wasn't a cop, was it?
There goes that building. I think that was El Nuevo Rodeo.
I'm not too sure did they burn the cop time. Can anyone get any report that they burnt the cop that killed George Floyd's house down? And if you get the article or anything, just put it in the chat room.
Sorry that you are getting the card full. Sign.
I don't think that was a cop too, but it looked like it got some type of embroidery. Could be anything.
This is the struggle sometimes of having like one hand available to do anything.
They just lit another building, folks. Well, that one's been on light for a while. This one's just gone up a little bit more, intensified. No, the military won't stand down. The people here need to stand down. There'll be martial law by tomorrow.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Appreciate that.
Can I say hi to somebody?
Totally.
Hi, Nathan. Sorry.
You, Cyper 7 man, can I ask you a question?
How are you doing this evening?
You think it's okay that they should burn shit down?
And I just want to make sure my neighborhood's safe.
Okay. Wait for the fucking National Guard to start shooting live bullets and innocent lives are killed because of this. You think it's okay?
This is like the third group of
They are spreading this into the residential areas, ladies and gentlemen. Residential areas that are getting burnt too. It's not just in this district, it's going out to the residential areas.
White folks that are not down for the cause are out here. Very reminiscent of Julio Suarez and Alan Scarcella. Scarcella came with Julio and another couple of folks during 2015 Jamar Clark uprising. Scarcella and Julio came and found me streaming and said, "Oh, it's Unicorn. What's up, Unicorn? We only came out here because of you." And 2 days later, and they said, so then they said all this funny stuff that I didn't really understand. It was like weird talk. It was like fires rising and all this shit. I don't watch Batman. I don't know what you're talking about, but
residential home, people that live in a residential area.
What they were doing was some kind of 4chan memeing. They were white supremacists.
The community homes.
And they came back and shot up the precinct. They shot 5 innocent, unarmed black folks that were protesting for justice for Jamar Clark.
You can't put a Band-Aid on this situation, one wonder.
And Scarcella ended up getting 10 years in prison.
The only way this is going to be sorted out is law and order comes into place. Control needs to come back. There's obviously no control in this matter whatsoever. I reckon the National Guard are waiting for the freaking first light of daylight to hit. But why? They've got freaking night vision goggles. Why? Why wait till night to end? In all honesty, no one wins in this. No one. It just makes it fucking worse. No matter which side you look on it, there's no winner here. There's no winner. Because I know what the end game's going to be. It's inevitable. Once again, thank you so much for the people in the chat room and those that have watched. It's a pleasure and an honor to be able to do this. Please support us by giving a thumbs up and a share, and subscribe to the channel if you can, if you haven't already done so. Run to the hill.
Communicate some things.
Run for your life. And I got a guy on a skateboard. What that going to do, mate? They're not going to have any more places to run or hide. Once they see the tank rolling in, game over.
At least the
Trump hasn't lost my job. I'm Australian. I'm broadcasting from Australia. But I will say this. Most people that look at America now are laughing at America because of this shit. Because of this shit. And it hardens me. It pisses me off. Right? I love the American people. But from what I see in my own community, they're laughing at America because of this.
Appreciate you. Yeah. I need to walk down the street to grab something real quick.
Cypher, man, I don't know what you're trying to do, but this isn't political anymore. Right? These are lives that could be freaking jeopardized because of a certain movement. Right? It ain't a movement anymore. This is all a bunch of fucking nonsense. Some of these people will get shot. No if, no but, no maybe. How many? That is up for speculation. But you can guarantee someone's not going to go home to see their family again because of this shit. Can we just leave politics out of situation for once? Right? Politics, no matter if you're on the left or right. Let's find a common ground. Why is all of this circulating? Here's my take on it. Yes, situation had just been continuing for years and years and years. And unfortunately, with this community, it's just gone too far. George Floyd died. That was a tipping point. But this is no longer about George Floyd. This is all about the fucking shit they've been put through for years and years. But here's the thing. Is this the solution for it? My opinion, no, it's not. It's only going to make fucking matters worse. And I don't want anyone to be fucking killed here. But it's not my responsibility if someone gets fucking killed here. It's not my job. Right? These people are going to do what they want to do. No one's going to stop them. That's their mentality. That's their mindset. Right? But I feel sorry for their families, their brothers, their sisters, their wife or their husband. Because some of these are not going to go home. Can I get an amen? And in California, LA, yesterday, not today, yesterday, people did get mowed down by the police. And it's another protest over there. We are going to see spot fires galore from the west coast to the east coast. This is only the beginning. It's another presidential election this year. We saw it 4 years ago with Black Lives Matter movement. We saw it 4 years ago. Can you only imagine if Hillary Clinton was the president and not Donald Trump and this happened? I'm only speculating. Whirlpool, I am a man. That is amen. 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 Hallelujah, brother. And my sister. I truly think, for what now, the National Guard is waiting for daylight, the first light of day, and they're going to come rolling in. But here's the thing. Most of the people go when it's daylight. They come out at night time like you have seen. Why wait? They should just roll in right now. Right now. Round them up. Round them up. Round them up. I am continuing praying for America because I know what's going to unfold. My heart tells me what's going to unfold. It's going to be trauma, devastation, heartache, division. We've already seen the diversion and all that, but this is going to escalate even further. Even further. This is the tipping point. The tipping point for everything that comes after this. Cybermen 7, I don't know what planet you on, right? All lives matter. Young, old, in between. It doesn't matter who's at fault here, right? The matter of the thing is, if you want to be part of the problem, you're going to pay a consequence. If you want to be part of the solution, there is another consequence. There's a consequence in life, whether you like it or not, whether they're good or bad or in between. If you want to be what these people are representing, go ahead. But be prepared to pay the consequences that comes after.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, Jen.
Yeah.
Jen comes through in the savior mode. Thank you.
Do Black Lives Matter? Yes. All lives matter. Black, white. Doesn't matter what color or creed or race you are. Every single life matter. Not just one. Stop trying to make a narrative out of this. Life wasn't meant to be easy, but it wasn't meant to be harder either. You have your own choice and your own destiny to make your life the way you shall play. And stop blaming everyone for your downfall. You have responsibilities to stand up above it all. But if you keep putting it on yourself, you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and nothing changes.
Apologies for the last few minutes, y'all.
We've got some flashlight movement going on here.
Check. Support squad, could you let me know if the audio is good? Thank you, crew. Thank you for everybody that's been helping the beautiful rest squad in the back end. Thank you for all you've been tuning in. Getting information that there's a military truck stage on 22nd. We're gonna walk down there.
You think you've got a COVID-19 lockdown? Wait till the military rocks out. That'll be a complete fucking lockdown now. No worries, one must wonder. Take it easy and God bless. Thanks for joining us. Hey, where you still here?
USPS trucks that were expropriated from the USPS building right up the street. It's the precinct. It did not get burned down, but it got ransacked through. Very historic night here in Minneapolis.
Yep, good on you.
Uprising happening.
Yeah. That's okay. Fuel the police. Okay. Fuel the police. All right. What time is it for me at the moment here in Australia? It's currently 5 minutes to 6 o'clock p.m. on a Friday night.
About a decade ago, it was built as they shut down 5 schools to build it, to allocate that money More shots behind
Can
us.
you get in for me? Get in for what? You are all right. I'll have to do this.
The Target parking lot is still massively packed.
Don't worry, people. I just got rid of Cypress 7, man. He's just been a troll now. He's gone. He's out of the chat room. I think it'll be a lot easier for people to not worry about his nonsense and not putting up with it. I understand his narrative and that, but no. I am Australian. I live in Australia. I call myself Southern Sentinel because I live in South Australia. South Australia is a state.
The least precinct you just saw, a little bit on fire.
And I'm very southern. I live in South Australia.
Stop the other fires. I'm going to try to walk up to where there's possibly some kind of military trucks up the street.
Right, I live in South Australia. The South. I'm in the middle, but it's south. If you get that. Kind of like Texas. So they're in the middle, but south.
It's getting a little late. We're going to walk down.
I'm from Adelaide, South Australia.
See if we can find these military police. It looks like there might be a staging area up here, from what we're understanding.
I heard of Vermont.
Structure fire in the back of Target.
Haven't been there, but I have heard about it. I've been to Seattle.
Again, this is rage by the community, by the youth mostly. I'll show you all some of this fresh graffiti down here too.
Yeah, that looks like a motorway up on the top there, that bridge. Looks like a motorway. Can you just imagine the freaking National Guard going up there and shooting down? You got the whole street to look at.
So, medics moving around. This is how I walk away. Southside, we outside. Love is greater than fear. Dang. Metro Transit got all its windows smashed. It's the Metro Transit station.
They might be walking towards a guard. We'll keep it rolling if he is.
Y'all want to talk?
Not yet.
What's up? How you feel about all this?
I feel good about this.
Yeah.
Fuck 12.
Fuck them, man. They want to fucking.
They want to sit there and kill people. Hell yeah. This is not right. This is right here. This is what you get for killing motherfuckers for no reason. He had no fucking chance. Army's down there now.
Yeah, I was walking over there. How far are they?
They're just probably like a block away.
Okay, cool.
They're blocking it off, so we gotta go this way.
Oh, they're on that side of it?
They're right there. There's a bunch of armies.
Okay.
Looks like he is going to the National Guard. We'll keep this rolling. Now, remember, this guy walked into the police station when they took over, remember? So obviously they got his freaking facial or whatever. If he's going to the National Guard, he just set himself up in a fucking trap here.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go check it out. Appreciate you, man. That was super nice. I had one, and they it needed to be formatted. And that format
That's okay. You can, man. You can. The more the merrier.
I didn't know if I wanted to bring the stream down for that. Let people sit for 3 minutes and not have anything. There's a big fire back there as well. Not sure. The H&R block down here, that sucker was on fire a lot. I think they may have put it out. Wow. This is all glass, broken glass everywhere up here. This is that rage that people are feeling. You see military trucks up here.
I see light flashing. It might be the fire brigade or whatnot, but I see light flashing.
And the County Human Services building smashed up with alarm going off. Again, apologies for this latest stream, all the few minutes of difficulties a few times. Glad we're all good. This great person named Steve just came over to give us a needed SD.
Yeah, it looked like fire brigade.
This is a pharmacy, ransacked. So that means for people who need pharmaceutical goods, there might be a fire rate. We have a person down here.
Did someone get injured down there?
Not sure what happens to different states. Here's our first look at the national.
Oh, we had a protest on Mother's Day in Melbourne and people got falsely arrested. Okay. Are these National Guards here? There's the police. Yes. This is National Guard, ladies and gentlemen. National Guard is here. There's the National Guard. You are in a truck right now, my friend. You walk in the police station. Yes, we approve. That's the National Guard. That's the military. Yep. They have mounted. Now, when are they going to rock and roll? They just wait until the call and start moving. He's going to see martial law.
I won't get you. Thank you. It's another little mall. Liquor got ransacked. Little Caesars. Sign says free pizza forever. We have the National Guard out. You want to talk? Okay. Miss Kim Handy Jones has made her way from Chicago, Illinois, or Illinois in general. I'll stand right here, and you can stand like in front of these guys so the people can see what has happened here now. So Kim Handy Jones, the mother of Cordell Handy. Cordell Handy, you want to talk about what kind of a man your son was before he was stolen by the St. Paul Police Department?
He was a gift. He was a gift from God. My son would take the shirt off his back and give to his son. He was very passionate, loving, caring, and he was here during the time when Philando Castillo got killed by Officer Yanez. He was the one called and told me because Philando got killed on my birthday. And so my son was very passionate about that. And who would ever thought that the same would happen to him? So, you know, when we think about our kids and what's going on in the world, am I shocked by this? No. No, I think this was the strongest of the camel's back. It was next door to Ferguson. Minnesota was right next door to Ferguson. You know, when you go back and you think about all the stolen lives that was taken and have been taken and continuously have been taken, it's just a accumulation of the things before and the things that just happened Memorial Day. I mean, Memorial Day is a day we'll never forget. That's supposed to be the day we honor fallen soldiers, our lost loved ones. And for that to have happened to George Floyd, on a day we're supposed to honor the ones that's gone before us, and then to have to see someone life being choked out of them. On a day, we should be honoring people that already have gone before us. It's a day that we will always remember, but it's a day that Minnesota will never forget. I'm not shocked by this, but I want people to just really keep in mind the attention is really being put on the looting. Let's not take the attention off of George Floyd, because that's what it's really about. It's about George Floyd, and it's about all those George Floyd.
It's not about George Floyd anymore.
That's what it's about.
Look behind you.
But really, they're trying to talk about the looting. The news is doing it. The police are doing it. The officials are doing it. Oh, the looting. George Floyd is the face of what's going on here, along with the millions of faces that have left before George Floyd. And I knew when they killed my son, March 15, 2017, Cordell Handy, I knew then. I seen nothing good becoming of Minneapolis or St. Paul. And my son was killed in St. Paul by Miko Norman and Nathaniel Yance. These officers, they have no regard for human life. They think they're the judge, the jury, and the executioner, and they get to decide black and brown and indigenous people's lives, whether they get to live. And then they want to talk about a forged check. What is that warrant that? You had the man in handcuffs.
No, she said that George Floyd is now the face of the looting.
How
I
was he
don't know.
being a threat? The only threat was the police. I didn't see the threat. He had already surrendered. All they had to do was pick him up, put him in the car. He sat there and he rested very comfortably on his neck with his hands in his pocket. And then we're in the midst of a pandemic, and we were talking about COVID-19 and how it's killing people. COVID-19 wasn't even a threat to him because he surely didn't have on a mask. And then, was George Floyd threatening him? What was the threat? And that's what these officers holler. Oh, I felt threatened for my life. We've been talking about this, Nico. You and I now, going on 3 years. And from that year, 2017 to 2020, it didn't take long to get to where we at. Because you know why? Every second, our children and our loved ones are dying. You're right. Fuck 12. That's exactly how I feel. And as Jacob Fry said tonight, you know, mortar and brick, you can get that back again. It's not as important as a life. But why weren't they saying that again? And again and again and again before all this? I, as a black woman who's lost a son, know that mortar and brick is not more important than a life. And neither is a flag. Where is a flag more important than flesh? And we're dying every day. Every day. And the only difference is Twin Cities for a reason up here. Because they're definitely alike. They just have different ways. Minneapolis, they have the mindset of I'll kill black and brown people right in front of you and ain't a damn thing you can do about it. St. Paul, on the other hand, they'll throw a rock and hide their hand. But we see you too. They're both the same. Bottom line, it boils down to murder. It boils down to the execution of our loved ones. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep burying our kids. And now, the concern for the city, what was the concern for the citizens of the city? What was the concern? They didn't have one. Not one. I just want to urge people, and I want them to keep in the forefront of their minds that this is not about looting as they want to try to deflect it. Keep George Floyd in the forefront of your minds. I've said to Chief Axtell before, there's a lot of good citizens here in Minnesota. I've been blessed to meet a lot of good ones. Family to me. But Minnesota had the opportunity to put a brand new face and show people what Minnesota could really look like. Instead, they kept that face of being deadly. They kept the face of not caring about what happened to the citizens, what happened to the community. And then to stand there on top of the 3rd precinct and try to protect that building.
Yeah, it's only have to take one cop to make the whole police force look bad.
What was his protection? You got SWAT on top of buildings, police is armed with batons. Where was the protection for George Floyd? While bystanders tried to help him were hollering and screaming. What was his protection? They didn't care about his protection. Then you got the 3 blind mice sitting there with officers shopping who turned their back. Who was down there by his legs. At first people thought it was 2, but then it was 4. So you got choked up black innocent man shopping and the 3 damn blind mice who don't see nothing. Backs turned to him because, of course, they don't want the body cams to pick up what they're really doing to this black man. Minnesota better get it together. They better get it together. Because I'm going to tell you something. For 3 years, it's always been back to business when they kill a black, brown, and indigenous person. Well, this is the business. This is the business of officers who think that they are above the law, who think that they can continuously kill. They are murderous motherfucking assholes. That's what they are. I have no compassion for them. I have no compassion for our city officials who sit back, don't say nothing, and when they do, they cover up. George Floyd murder cannot be covered up. They went too far. White lies and fuck blue allies. That's what I got to say.
That's real.
I'm going to go. See you tomorrow. I love you.
I love you too. See you. Thank you. Be safe.
I am out of Texas. Yeah, where you at? Where you at?
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I haven't been able to look at my phone.
I figured that. I know what you do.
Yeah, we're live.
So we got the National Guard.
National Guard here.
That's still right there, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, this was wild.
Wow. What was the National Guard when they was killing our people? National Guard said, fuck us. Now y'all want to play Captain Save a hoe. You can't save these hoes. You can't save them. We couldn't save George Floyd, and we begged them to get up off that man's neck. We couldn't save him. These people, the minute, they fucking monsters. But now, when the shit come back and hit home, the chickens have come to roost. They've come to roost.
What do you think was gonna happen? It's not about George Floyd anymore. The narrative changed.
Trying to save the third precinct. Third precinct gone. Sin don't live there no more. The murderous killers don't live there no more. The sin is gone.
Which people's in trouble, man?
Yeah, it's sad.
Soldiers are here.
Yeah, they're here. And for what was the soldiers when our people needed to be saved? Where were they at? Then when people got real with them and decided, okay, we can ready to put boots on the damn ground.
They still ain't shit. They're just standing there. Look at them. They're just standing there like little bitches.
You do understand, people, and you're absolutely 100% correct, William P. The people took over a fucking police station. They burnt that shit down. What do you think is going to happen? There's no control.
They should have been in action a long time ago. So much blood has been spilled on the damn stage.
Take the rose-colored glasses off. Stop having to pull me too much. Someone needs to take law and order back in their hands. Your community let this happen. They got out of control. What do you think was going to happen?
Not one of them was grabbed. That fellow officer in the blue. Not one. And he looked at that officer had the face of like, yeah, I'm gonna kill him and I'm a kneel on his neck and let you all watch me kill him. And that's exactly what he did. And that man was dead. He was dead before he even got to the hospital. He was dead on that ground. His body was lifeless. It was limp. And then when the citizens did, the bystanders did try to help.
Right over here.
The one cop.
Can I get a description of him? What does he wear? There's a person on the ground. You'll see him.
And mace. They tried to mace him.
The bystanders watching.
Yeah, while the bystanders watching and begging.
Pleading them to stop killing them.
And they begging to save fucking brick and mortar.
Yeah, the cop that didn't need to be arrested and charged for murder. But it does not mean you take the whole fucking city down and burn it.
I don't give a damn how much insurance you got. You can never get them back.
Black youth man should have been dealing with a white man. They would have pushed that black man off of him. But no, when a white man was on a black man, they didn't do shit.
They want us to know that they are killing our people. That message was very loud and clear. And it ain't nothing that that officer said. It was everything that he did that made me know George Floyd was to die that day. And they always come and approach us with the death sentence.
But it's no longer a protest anymore.
And these officers, they take an oath to
They're just
protect
not
and serve.
free.
They only protecting their lives and they're only serving our bodies with bullets. Where's the life in that? And then they're standing there last night with batons, standing on the front line. Hell, we've been standing on the front lines. With nothing but our black, brown, and indigenous bodies. And they're standing there with batons. You know what? They ought to be mad. They ought to be mad. They ought to be just as mad as us out here. But instead,
Yeah, they're mad, all right. You burnt the whole fucking district down. They're mad. That's why they're there. Take back law and order.
their loved ones, something happened to one of their loved ones, and I don't wish death on anybody because I know too much what it feels like for myself. But you can't go around in life doing wrong. You just can't. I know why I don't sleep at night. Because Nico Norman and Nathaniel Yance stole the life of my child and executed my child. But they must not never rest. And they been sleep on themselves. See, they got so comfortable they would sleep on themselves while everybody else woke. We ain't sleep, all eyes closed. It's not sleep. We've been seeing over 400 years what they've been doing to our people and what they continue to do. I'm looking around, Nico, and I mean, these buildings, I was here Wednesday, these buildings were here.
Just out of curiosity, who bought that ring, or did someone steal it for you?
But so was our children. So was our loved ones. So was our loved ones. Let them get the buildings back. Get them back. Rebuild. New. But when you lost a loved one, you can't get that back. No amounts of money. No insurance to bring it back. And the real reality of it in life is I have one. Oh, you have? Yeah, I don't. Minnesota quit lying. Minnesota cops need to quit lying. And these city officials to stand behind them. And these prosecutors.
I'll be right back. Just hold on.
Stop lying. Because this here today is the truth about all the lies and all the lives that they've taken. And then they want a relationship with the community. How could you ever get a relationship with the community based on what you do? Based on killing a man while bystanders are looking and while cops' backs are being turned as if they don't see it. And to me, they just as worse as he is. Not to say get up off that man's neck. They're worse than he is. All of them are murderous cops. I'll wait. And you know, we'll see. We'll see. But you know what? Black people have always had to fight for what they want. Always. We gotta fight for
I'm
our
back.
lives. You know, and of course, George Floyd's family should get what Justine got, but more. They should get more than Justine DeMont. Because again, sight unseen. And all four of them cops, they don't even have the death penalty up here. But if they did, I wouldn't give it to them. I'd give them life. Let them 8 or 9 minutes that man couldn't breathe be a lifetime in the judicial system for them. Let them suffer. Nico, This here, this is
All right, I just got an article here. My partner sent me this article. I'm going to read it. George Floyd worked as a security guard at the same nightclub as the officer that killed him. And I'm going to drop this link into the chat room for you guys to look at. So, yeah, article, George Floyd worked security at the same nightclub as the officer that killed him. I'll put that into the chat room very shortly.
This shit here, you can build back up again, but you can't raise your kids or your loved ones from the dead. I love you.
Love you too.
Keep your boots on the ground.
You too. Hey, if you want to tell the story of your son to Rod, I think Rod's live streaming right now too. I am. Yeah, this is Kim Andy Jones. If you want to talk.
Who is it?
He's the friend in the corner, right? Yeah, he's the friend.
You know, I don't have to tell you, I don't mess with everybody.
Yeah, he's not.
I ain't doing mean enough, but you can't tell about me.
No, I'm not corporate.
Look, if he say you could, you could.
This is Kim Andy Jones, who you heard from, Twitter Handy's mother. She's created a community of mothers support system that helps mothers grieve through the situation of their youth being killed by the police. Kim Andy Jones has created the In Remembrance of Me Foundation, which has provided gravestones, headstones for victims of police killings. This last March, Kim Andy Jones and In Remembrance of Me gave away 9 headstones to victims of police killing, police terror, as well as community violence. I think there was a couple community violence folks there. If you want to know more about that, go into unicornriot.ninja. I think it's in the police tab, or no, it's the community tab. So it's a community category. If you go to unicornriot.ninja and our front page, you just scroll down a little bit. It's something about community creating a collective grieving support system. I can't remember specifically what the article is called. But essentially what it does is it breaks down some of the In Remembrance of Me banquets and some of the realities of some of these families are facing. She had brought 33 families, and this was before the coronavirus stay-at-home orders, but right when the virus was sort of starting to hit in March. And a lot of them didn't come, but she still had 33 family members, something like that. A few dozen, you know. So anyways, they all come together through Kim Handy and other some folks, and they gather and they grieve and they spend the weekend together and they speak, and it's actually a really beautiful thing. Unicorn Riot has documented it for 3 years straight, and this last year we documented as well. We're going to be having a mother's doc coming out soon on Unicorn Riot within the next year. Be prepared for that. It's going to be a documentary spotlighting mothers, spotlighting their stories, the pain, and how they turn that pain into power. This is Nico from Unicorn Riot. I am beat for the day. My back is tore up. I need to take the stream down. What's up? You want to say something?
That's 74. We're going to shoot.
Huh?
We're going to shoot.
No.
They're standing right over there. They're going to shoot.
No, probably not. They'll probably talk to you first. They seem more friendly than the police, to be honest. So, again, thank you, everybody all the new viewers. Unicorn Riot is a 501c3 educational nonprofit. We bring context to social and environmental struggles and spotlight alternatives in today's world. We've been around for 5 years. Those 5 years have been all viewer supported by you all, the viewers. So thank you all for being that, for being the sustaining people that have created this independent media platform that we have. Thank you all for tuning in these last few days. We're going to continue to follow the events here in Minneapolis during the uprising of George Floyd, as this uprising has reached the full capacity.
There's no uprising. The National Guard is there.
As well. And so the police precinct we saw today is smashed up and entered and set on fire in multiple places. We've been streaming from only one spot, okay? These 12 blocks on Lake Street. There's much more happening across the city. Derek Chauvin is the officer who killed George Floyd with the knee to the neck. Derek Chauvin is also killed before. He lives in Oakdale, which is a St. Paul suburb. Him living there, people put his name out on the internet, his information out on the internet, and people started gathering at his house a few days ago. And I think are still consistently gathering out there, gathering at Mike Freeman's house. Not only Mike Freeman's, the protesters and the community members expropriated a lot of goods from St. Paul and the Midway. Tons of buildings were smashed. A lot of things happened. Again, I'm gonna have to take the stream down. I am deadbeat. Who you heard just a minute ago again was Kennedy Jones. We have a lot of content around her son, Cordell Handy. We have a lot of content around police killings in general. So please continue to follow us. We try to bring the voice of the victims, the voice of the community, the voice of the leaders, the voice of the grassroots folks, the voice of anybody that is not represented fully in the mainstream media. And again, we would not be able to do this without your all support. What we saw tonight in Minneapolis was pretty historic. It'll be interesting to see what comes after this, and we will be here to follow it for you all and for us, and to document it for the history books and allow the stories of the people to be told. Again, thank you. We could not do this without you. If you have the financial privilege to support us, please do. We operate off of viewer-supported funds. Thank you all that have donated so far. You can donate at unicornriot.ninja. You can click on the 5 years graphic, or go to unicornriot.ninja/donate. We have multiple donation platforms. If you donate through our fundraiser, we'll be sure to get you a T-shirt, a 5-year commemoration T-shirt of Unicorn Riot. 5 years. Other than that.
So yeah, look like we're going to shut it down. There's not much activity currently going on. They're just waiting for daylight, basically. So yeah, there you have it. There's the National Guard, and yeah. So I want to say thank you to everyone that's participated and joined in this broadcast tonight. I've got to get something to eat. It's my tea time or dinner time. I want to say thank you. If there's anything that occurs, you can bet your bottom dollar I'll be on here doing a live stream and giving it out. But right now, I want to say thank you to everyone for joining us. And it goes to show that, this is not over by a long shot. And I just hope they get some law and order in the place, because they need some control now. It's far too over now. So I want to say thanks to Weapoo. I want to thank to everyone that's been in the chat room tonight. You guys are awesome. Please like, share, subscribe, do what you can. I've got to get something to eat and whatnot. But if there's anything breaking, I'll be back. Welcome to the resistance. Love and peace, you guys. Peace.